everybody, and welcome into Lott Mosby Stadium here in beautiful Anniston, Alabama, where we've got a big marquee matchup here between the Anniston Bulldogs and the Handley Tigers. My name is Austin Strickland. I'll be your play-by-play analyst tonight here with my co-partner,
Tyler Franklin, and I'll be your color analyst tonight.
Tyler, we got a big matchup here tonight. Game started a little early, so we're going to see Anniston with the football here early in the first quarter. And, Tyler, that run didn't go nowhere. What a play to start off on for Handley.
What a play indeed. This Handley defense is definitely a one stout defense. They're hard to go up against, and they did a real good job there of holding this Anniston offense.
You are 100% correct indeed, and that replay brought to you by Downey Medical and Minton Homes. And, you know, Tyler, before this game started, we was taking a look at both of ththese football teams, and head coach Rico White has got this Anniston Bulldog team 6-0, 3-0 in the region. Larry Strain's Handley Tigers are 6-0, 2-0 in the region. A lot of talent on the field here tonight, and expecting to be a very good ball game. So Cameron Sandlin will line up in the shotgun formation. Looks to have Jalen Cunningham in the backfield with him. And Sandlin is going to keep this one. He's going to go up the middle. He's a very big quarterback. He's very hard to bring down.
That indeed he is. Handley's defense did a real good job there on that read option. Sandlin decided to keep it. That defensive line right there just really swallowed him up and stopped him for no gain.
Another replay there brought to you by Downey Medical and Minton Homes, as Cameron Sandlin is looking to get this offense rolling here, as actually Malachi Taylor was the other man in the backfield, and he's going to stay in the backfield here. As Sandlin's going to drop back, he's going to look to throw this football. He's going to throw a dart over the middle. The ball's tipped up and almost intercepted there by Handley. Looked like Jamarkey Lewis was the man deep waiting for that interception.
It looked like a really good throw by Sandlin. Just threw it in a triple coverage there. You know, definitely not where you want to go with the football. He is very lucky that that ball was not intercepted. Very
lucky indeed. So Cameron Sandlin will be in the shotgun here, along with Malachi Taylor back. It looks like Anniston's going to be punting this football here on fourth down. It's a very good end-over-end punt for Cameron Sandlin. That ball's going to keep rolling, and it's going to be saved at the 1-yard line. What special teams coverage from Anniston to keep that ball from going in the end zone for a touchback.
That was excellent coverage indeed. That ball looked like it was going to roll right there in the end zone. And it was an excellent save right there. Great heads-up play right there by number 2. Javon Thomas.
Javon Thomas, that replay brought to you by Downey Medical and Minton Homes. As what a play, and it looks to be they're going to bring this ball out of the 20, so they're going to say this ball was put into the end zone. That's a very close play right there, very close.
Very close indeed. I guess they thought that ball may have crossed that plane. Real tough call to make.
Very tough call indeed, as we're going to get this first look at this Handley Tiger offense, as number 2, Kanan Kyles, will be in the backfield playing quarterback, and number 22, Elijah Gross, in the backfield. And it is going to be a give off to Gross. And Gross, another big back, very hard to take down, and that's a very good gain on first down for Handley.
Big gain indeed. Handley has a great running back room with Gross and Haynes and others, and Gross did a real good job there of just finding his lane to pick up some extra yards.
Downey Medical replay as well as Minton Homes. Thank you for the replay there on the big run there by Gross. And Kyles will be in the shotgun with Gross beside him. And it's going to be another give to Gross. Gross going right up the gut, and he's going to be met by one and brought back down after another short gain. It'll be third down.
That right there was a real good defense right there by Anniston. Handley's really going to try to test this Anniston defense, you know, see if they can stop this run early. It's going to be really tough for Anniston.
Third down and 2. Replay brought to you by Downey Medical and Minton Homes. As we are going to see Kyles at quarterback again, and Jay Haynes, number 4, will be the back, as Jay Haynes had one of the biggest games of his life against Jacksonville. 476 yards, and it's going to be a fake pitch to Haynes, as Kyle's going to look to throw it deep, and he's got 2 men down there, and that ball is going to be deflected off the cornerback's helmet. He had 2 men in the area, but not enough to complete the pass, as the coverage was very good by Anniston.
Coverage very good indeed right there. Just shortly underthrew that ball. You know, a tough break. Had Treadwell down there in the area Anniston got lucky there.
Got lucky indeed, as there was 2 receivers down there, but there was also 2 corners. So just a tough break there for Handley, but very good break for Anniston. So Kyles is going to be your punter. He's going to punt this ball deep. Almost blocked, as it's going to be punted short, and it's going to take an Anniston bounce as Handley's going to jump on that. And the ball will be recovered by Jamerky Lewis, as Anniston will set up shop at close to midfield. Very good field position.
Anniston's special team right there did an excellent job right there of being able to nearly block that punt. You know, they was close to getting a hand on that ball.
And our replays will be brought to you by Downey Medical. Downey Medical has built their reputation by providing only excellent service and support to their customers. They offer a selection of quality health care products, and knowledgeable, understanding staff is there waiting to assist you. Give them a call today at 256-238-8991. They are here to help you access the best in health products and accessories. As that play right there looks to be, we're going to get a replay on this, as Anniston takes it up the middle and looks to be stopped very short, as they're going to say, looking to see if he had lost the football, but he was down very short. So it's going to be first down and 10 for Anniston, as Cameron Sandlin is not in the game. We've got a Wildcat quarterback, looks like Jalen Cunningham, and Cunningham's going to take this around the outside and get a very modest gain.
Great gain indeed. Handley did a real good job of stopping him right there. He was just able to hit a nice little spin move and pick up a few extra yards. Real great design run.
Cunningham's going to stay in the game now, as it's going to be another direct handoff to Cunningham, and that is going to be well enough for an Evan Jackson first down, brought to you by Evan Jackson for Alabama State House District 32. So very good run there by Cunningham to get Anniston that first down. And you know, do you like what Coach Rico White's doing here, you know, mixing up the quarterbacks, bringing in Sandlin, bringing in Cunningham, and sometimes you'll even see Jaden Lewis drop back there in quarterback position?
I think it's an excellent game plan. You know, it helps keep this Handley defense, which is a stout defense, on their toes, you know, not really knowing what to expect. So I think it's a real good move by Coach White here.
Very good move indeed, as Cameron Sandlin's going to be in the backfield in the shotgun. He's going to give the ball away, and he has got nowhere to go. Look to be number 3, Tamarius Treadwell on the tackle. What a play for this Handley defense.
What a play indeed. The running back just had nowhere to go right there. That Handley defense just stayed aware, made the tackle. This defense right here, they're only allowing 18 points a game, you know, so this defense does a very good job playing sound football.
Very good job indeed playing sound football, as Cameron Sandlin is going to be in the shotgun formation. He's got 5 receivers out deep. 3 on one side, 2 on the near side, as this is going to be a big play here for Anniston. Second down and 11. It's going to be a direct handoff to Sandlin, and Sandlin's going to get very good yardage there, as it looks to bring up third down.
That right there was an excellent run. I think Handley knew exactly what Anniston was trying to run, and Sandlin did a real good job there of just fighting for extra yards and picking up what he could gain.
Very big quarterback is Cameron Sandlin. He, like I said earlier, he's very tough to bring down. So anytime the ball is in this guy's hands, it's going to take more than one person to bring him down, as you just saw right there. We're going to have, it looks to be 5 wide again, as Cameron Sandlin, he's looking to keep it again. Sandlin going right up the gut, and that's going to be very close to a first down, but I believe he got stopped short.
I think he's definitely stopped short. Handley did a great job right there with Dean on the tackle to be able to stop Sandlin, and I believe, like you said, bring him short of the first down.
And it's fourth down. What is head coach Rico White going to do here? It looks to be his offense is on the field, but we've seen earlier Sandlin drop back into that punt formation after lining up in the shotgun. We've got 4 receivers out wide. Fourth down and 3. Sandlin's going to keep it. He's going to pitch it off to his receiver. He's going to make a good move, and it looks to be he's going to be very close. And we're going to see what the referee's marking down as, and it looks to be enough for an Evan Jackson first down.
Excellent run right there. It looks like Cunningham had nowhere to go right there. He's able to make a guy miss, bounce it over to the sidelines, make an excellent hit right there, enough to pick up the first down. Real excellent.
We've seen a few plays last week when Anniston played Piedmont, multiple reverses there, and we'll stop myself right there as the ball's on the ground, and they are going to say that they stopped forward progress. But nonetheless, we saw this Anniston team do a lot of flipbacks and trickeries to take down Piedmont at the Field of Champions. This Anniston team has played good football. I mean, they're 6-0 this season for a reason. Big wins over Jacksonville, Piedmont, and Villa Rica, Georgia. And on the other side, Handley might have one of the hardest schedules so far, and they're 6-0, playing Valley, St. James, Jacksonville, White Plains, Central Clay, and Lynette, winning all of those games. And they've looked very good all season too. So we got 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 9. As Sandlin, as it looks to be, there will be a timeout on the field is what we're looking like. And also want to thank Minton Homes as a replay sponsor. Minton Homes Center in Oxford is your one-stop shop for purchasing that new mobile home. They specialize in land clearing, septic install, and will make your next home buying experience a breeze. You can contact them at 256-835-0152 or visit their website at mintonhomescentral.com. So, Tyler, this Anniston team, we've seen them have the ball twice, 2 punts. Or we've seen them have the ball once, a punt. They make the 4th down. This Handley defense has looked very stout so far, but Anniston's finding a way to keep this drive alive. What is Coach Larry Strain of the Handley Tigers telling his defense right now?
I think he's just trying to get that Handley defense to just tighten up, play sound football. Anniston's done a real good job right here on this drive, just making guys miss and just causing some confusion for this Handley defense. So I think Coach Strain is just trying to get his defense to just settle in, focus on playing the ball game, and just try to stop this Anniston offense.
This Anniston offense is very stout. As Cameron Sandlin's going to send a man in motion. Sandlin's going to roll out. He's going to dump it off. He's got a wide open man, and he drops it. What a play there, and it looks to be like number 9, Malachi Taylor, just didn't see the ball all the way in his hands.
Tough break. Malachi Taylor right there with a nothing but green grouse in front of him. Just couldn't corral it down. That's a real tough break for him. Tough break. You've definitely got to come in with those catches.
Hit him right in his face mask. Just looks like he's seen the ball too deep. Coaches always tell you, see the ball in your hands. He's seen that ball hit him in the face mask because he waited too long to extend to catch that football. But nonetheless, it's 3rd down and 9. Sandlin in the shotgun. Going to bring another man in motion. Sandlin, he's dropping back. He's looking to throw. He's got a man down the field, and he just off his fingertips. Oh, what a play there that Coach Rico White drawn up, and it just hit off. It looked to be Malachi Taylor's fingertips.
Tough break there, yet just slightly overthrown. I think Taylor could have come down with that one if it would have just put a little less air on it. Real tough break. I love the way that he just attacked that defense and went back to him again on 3rd down.
Pass was actually thrown to Jalen Cunningham as Cunningham just barely couldn't bring it down. Sandlin, he's going to look to throw again. He throws on the run. He's looking for the end zone, and it's out the back of the end zone. 4th down. That will be a turnover on downs.
Real gutsy call there, going 3 passes in a row. You don't see Anniston do it too much, but I love the first 2. Great concept, just couldn't come down with it. Handley did a real good job there of just staying on their toes and fighting for another down.
100% correct there, Tyler. And once again, I'd like to thank Downey Medical for their replay sponsor here. Downey Medical has built their reputation by providing only excellent service and support to their customers. They offer a selection of great quality health products, and a knowledgeable, understanding staff is there waiting to assist you. Give them a call today at 256-238-8991. They are here to help you access the best in health products and accessories. So this Handley offense is coming back out on the field now, as Cannon Kiles will be the quarterback for Handley once again. And, Tyler, I wanted to go back on Jay Haynes. 476 yards, 5 touchdowns on 30 carries against Jacksonville. That is the 2nd highest single-game total in state history. So this guy is definitely a running back that Anniston's going to have to key in on if they're wanting to win this ballgame, because he is a workhorse in the backfield. So Kanan Kiles will be your quarterback. He's going to put Haynes in motion. And it looks to be offsides on Anniston is what I'm reading.
Going back to Haynes, like you said, Haynes is an excellent running back. Real tough to bring down when he gets into some space. He's a stout running back, you know, and Handley did a real good job right here of just drawing Anniston offsides, you know. Real tough break for Anniston. Definitely don't want to get too many penalties in this game.
Indeed, you are correct. First down and 5. Ball is on the 29-yard line. Kyle's going to line up under centers with Jamarius Haynes in the backfield. Kyle's. He's going to fake the pitch to Haynes. He's looking. He's going to throw it on the run, and he's looking in the direction of Jamarque Lewis. And that was very good coverage there by number 6, Jaden Dobbins, to force that bad pass.
Dobbins in coverage there did an excellent job indeed. I like what Handley's doing. You know, they're trying to get Haynes involved and make that defense think that he's going to get the ball, you know, and then open it up to a pass such as we've seen right there. Real good play design to try to keep Anniston on their toes.
Looks to be a flag on the play, and it is going to back Handley up. I believe that was a holding flag. So it's going to back Handley up. So it's going to be first down in a very long ways, about first down at 15 yards to that first down marker. So Kanan Kiles will be the quarterback again. Haynes is in the backfield. Kiles. He's going to give it to Haynes. And no, he's going to pull it back. And Kiles is hit hard at about maybe gained a yard or 2 on that play.
And right there was an excellent stand by Anniston's defense. Did a real great job right here of just playing that read very well. Would have had both guys covered. Excellent job.
Third down in a very long ways, or second down in a very long ways to the first down marker. Second down and 22. So we might see a few passes here from Handley if they want to get to that first down marker. Kiles, he's dropping back. He's going to look to throw. He's going to roll out. He's going to be tripped up and sacked. What a play from the Anniston Bulldog defense. Looked to be number 16, Dylan Goodson, was on the pressure. And let's watch this again as his offensive line did a great job of setting a good block. He just threw him on the ground. He tripped over him.
Tough break. Definitely a rough way to get sacked, you know. You gotta hate those shoestring tackles, but Anniston did a real excellent job there of just being able to contain him.
Just enough pressure to make him fall over his own lineman, as Kiles will be in the backfield. Third down and 30. Kiles is in the backfield. He's going to flip it out to Jay Haynes. Jay Haynes is not going to break this tackle, as this Anniston defense has put together one of their best defensive sequences I believe I've seen all year.
They are definitely playing hot on defense early with Kirby right there on the tackle. In previous games, you've seen this Anniston defense kind of start off real slow, you know, to pick up their momentum. And thus far, they're doing an excellent job of playing excellent defense.
And that replay was brought to you by Minton Homes. Minton Homes Center of Oxford is your one-stop shop for purchasing that new mobile home. They specialize in land clearing, septic install, and will make your next home buying experience a breeze. You can contact them at 256-835-0152 or visit their website at mintonhomecentral.com. So here we go. The Anniston Bulldog offense is going to step back out on the field after a very great defensive possession. And head coach Rico White, we've seen them move the football that last drive, just couldn't connect with a few receivers down the field, and it forced Anniston to turn the ball over on fourth down. So now we're going to see if they can actually, settle in right here. You're at home, settle in, and see if they can get down to the red zone.
I think they can if they play how they've been playing. They got excellent field position right here on the 31. I'm looking to see Anniston, get their stuff together right here and possibly put some points on the board.
Sandlin and Taylor in the backfield. Sandlin is going to be a direct give to Taylor. Taylor's got a big hole up the middle, and Taylor's going down the field. 10, 5, touchdown, Bulldogs. That touchdown was brought to you by Sonny King Ford, as Malachi Taylor takes that one all the way to the end zone for an Anniston touchdown.
Taylor did an excellent job of just finding his hole. That offensive line did an excellent job of opening up a lane. I don't think that Handley defense was expecting that play at all. He was able to find his lane, get into the end zone. Excellent run.
And this extra point is going to be brought to you by Harvey's on Noble, as Cameron Sandlin looks to kick the PAT. And we've seen Anniston have trouble with these earlier in the season. Let's see if we've got this covered. As Sandlin's going to kick it, and it's a line drive, and it is good. 7-0. The Anniston Bulldogs take the lead over the Handley Tigers with 44.1 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be right back to the action here with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week.
You know, Tony, it's almost that time of year again.
Well, we already know the outcome. Roll Tide.
No, not that game. I'm talking about scoring the Game of the Week special at Sunny King Ford. Right now, save $500 on any 2023 special order at Sunny King Ford. Just mention the Game of the Week special.
Only at Sunny King Ford.
That's right, Sunny King Ford, on the sunny side of the street, Anniston, Oxford.
Now that's a catch.
Hey guys, my name is Thomas Shelton, aka the Alpha Man. I'm the proud presenting sponsor of High School Primetime with Buckethead and the King. When you think high school football, think High School Primetime. And when you think of insurance, think of me, Thomas Shelton at Alpha Insurance. I'm a proud sponsor of many of our local teams. I give out over $7,500 a year to our local teams in our community. As part of Alpha, we've been in the community giving back for over 100 years, and I'd love to be your agent next time you think of insurance. Thanks so much.
Are back. We are WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sunny King Ford. This ball will be kicked off to Jamerky Lewis, and Lewis is going to have some space. Lewis going over the 40, down to the 50, and he's still on his feet. It's still on his feet, and what a return by Lewis. And that's going to push Handley past the 50 into Anniston territory.
Excellent run right there by Lewis. Just found his lanes, took off with that football. Proved to be real tough to bring down right there, making several guys miss. You just can't do it much better than that.
Very good way to start off this drive after letting up a touchdown on your last defensive possession here for Larry Strain and his Tigers. As Handley is coming back onto the field, Kanan Kiles is your quarterback again with Jay Haynes in the backfield. We have not seen Haynes or Kiles really get going yet for this Handley offense. Kiles, he's going to give it to Haynes. Haynes is going to bounce it to the outside, and Haynes is going to have a pretty good run here on first down for about 3 yards.
Excellent run by Haynes there. Offensive line did a real good job of pulling to that right side and picking up some blocks, getting Haynes an easy 3 or 4 yards. A real good pickup.
Very good pickup indeed. And this clock is going to run down, and it's going down to about 5 seconds. And if Handley can get a play off, they might can get it done. And they're going to get it off. No, they will not. So that's going to be the end of your first quarter. The Anniston Bulldogs strike first, take a 7-0 lead here at the end of the first quarter. And we're going to take a quick break with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sunny King Ford.
East Alabama's firearm headquarters is located right here in Gadsden, Alabama. For hunting, hobby, or personal protection, stop by B&B Pawn to browse their enormous selection of shotguns, rifles, and pistols in all of the major brands and models. B&B Pawn also showcases some of the finest jewelry in town to fit that special occasion. And while you're there, don't forget to check out their large inventory on instruments, electronics, and sports memorabilia. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, B&B Pawn has something for everyone.
Right Way Auto is offering cash on the spot for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Our inventory is low, and to turn that around, we are buying pre-owned vehicles in good shape. Visit our 2 locations today on the Motor Mile in Anniston or Highway 21 in Mumford. We will buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Right Way Auto is offering cash on the spot for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Cash on the spot today for your vehicle at Right Way Auto Sales in Anniston and Munford.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sunny King Ford. Lott Mosby Stadium in beautiful Anniston, Alabama is the marquee place for this matchup between the Handley Tigers and the Anniston Bulldogs, as Handley is going to have the football, and there's going to be a penalty flag on the play, and I believe that's going to be an offsides on Anniston.
Tough break on the penalty yet again. That's two. You've seen Handley be able to draw Anniston off sides thus far. Anniston's just got to do a real good job on that defensive line of just knowing when the ball is snapped and not moving until it does so.
You are 100% correct here. Anniston put together a very good offensive drive, and it was capped off by a Malachi Taylor touchdown. And now we're going to see Handley, they're going to have to play some comeback ball here in the second quarter as Kyles is in the backfield with Jay Haynes beside him. And it's going to be a give to Haynes. Haynes is going to bounce it outside again. And very good play there by this Anniston defense to force a third down.
Great play indeed. I am real surprised about this Anniston defense. They're only averaging allowing 18 points per game too, but they've started in recent games off to a very slow start. And against this stout Handley offense, they've done an excellent job thus far at the beginning of this game of just being able to stop Kyles and Haynes from really getting themselves going.
3rd down and 1. Jumbo package here for the Handley Tigers. And it's going to be a direct give to number 22, Elijah Gross, and it looks like he is stopped. So 4th down here for Handley. It looks like some of his players are pretty to go for this because it's 4th down and 1 as Elijah Gross was stopped there. Looked to be number 14, Love Kirby on the tackle.
Excellent tackle indeed. You know, I know this offense is just wanting to go for this, trying to get themselves going. You know, it's eating at them that they just can't pick up this yard. Because
they are 4th down and 1, and this is going to be a big play for this Handley offense. It's going to be a give to Gross again. Gross going to bounce it outside, shed a tackler, and that's going to be enough for an Evan Jackson for Alabama State House. 1st down.
Gross did a real good job of making that first guy miss. Anniston, once again, right there on the tackle, just could not bring him down. Great job being able to pick up the 1st down there.
Looked like Roscoe Malloy was the first man to meet him. He missed that tackle, and it would forced Elijah Gross to get that 1st down. So 1st down and 10, ball is on the 30 as Kanan Kyles with Gross still in the backfield. So here we go. Kyles. He's going to hand it to Gross again, and there's going to be a penalty flag on the play. Looked to be a false start on Handley.
Definitely got to make sure you clean up the penalties. Anniston has given them a few here on this drive that has been able to move Handley forward, but this one right here is going to push Handley back and make this 1st down even harder for them to be able to pick up, seeing as how they've struggled so far on offense.
Struggled indeed, this Handley offense has, and we've seen them put up very good numbers so far this year. I mean, putting up quite possibly at least 30 points a game. And it's going to be a direct handoff to Elijah Gross, and Gross is going to go with a head of steam there, and he's going to be very close to that 1st down marker. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 3 yards to go.
Gross did a real good job there of fighting for extra yards. Going back to what you said, this Handley offense is averaging roughly 39 points a game, you know, so they are a real stout offense. They can put points on the board and make you pay for your mistakes when they are hitting on all cylinders.
So that was my mistake. It's 2nd down and 11. As Kyles is going to drop back, he's looking to pass. The pass rush is coming. Kyles is going to let this ball go. He lofts it up in the air, and it's tipped and incomplete. Very good coverage there by this Anniston defense as it looked to be number 6, Jaden Dobbins on the coverage.
Excellent coverage indeed. That offensive line just couldn't hold Anniston's defensive line. Kyles did a real good job of getting that ball out, putting it where he needed to put it. Anniston just had a great coverage downfield.
Great coverage indeed, as it's going to be 3rd down and 11. Ball's on the 31-yard line. Big 3rd down here for Anniston and Handley. Kyles, he's dropping back. He's got a man pressuring him again. Kyle's going to throw this one, and it is going to be incomplete.
Tough break. I don't think Kyle seen that. It looked like he had a guy wide open in the middle. Number 1, Lewis just couldn't find him. Went to number 14 there. West just underthrew him. He couldn't come down to it. Real tough break here on 4th down.
Tough break indeed, like Damian Pope was the man in coverage. And it's going to bring up a 4th down situation. Again, we've seen a 1 4th down already converted. And we're going to see if Handley can get it again right here. Kyles, he's in the backfield with Gross. Gross is going to stay in block. Kyle's pressured again, and he's going to loft this thing down the field. And he's got a wide open man, and it's through his hands. He was looking for Tamarius Treadwell, and it went right through his hands.
Treadwell's definitely got to come down with that ball. Kyle's did an excellent job of avoiding the pressure, rolling around, putting the ball near in the best spot that he could have put it, and he just couldn't corral it in. Real tough break for Handley there.
Tough break. A miscue on Anniston's defense leaves Treadwell wide open. And what a throw by Kyle's on the run and put that thing right there. Just got his hands up a little bit too late and went right through his hands. So, but this replays will be brought to you by Downey Medical. They have built their reputation by providing only excellent service and support to their customers. They offer a selection of quality healthcare products, and a knowledgeable, understanding staff is there waiting to assist you. Give them a call today at 256-238-8991. They are here to help you access the best in health products and accessories. So we've seen this Anniston offense score a touchdown. We've seen this Handley offense have a touchdown waiting for them. And just some miscues and some things didn't go their way. So now we're going to see Cameron Sandlin and the Anniston offense yet again.
Definitely some miscues indeed. Handley just cannot get their offense going. They've ran 15 plays and only have 11 total yards of offense, so they definitely have to get on the same page and get something going if they want to try to stay in the game.
15 plays and 11 total yards. And what I like about this Handley defense, though, is Treadwell is on the field on defense. You see his guys pumping him up, and that's what they're going to have here. You can't let one play ruin your whole game. And we're going to see if he can make a name for himself right here, as it looks to be. They're going to stop this play for just a second. We are going to see what this is for. Not really sure, as the referees are discussing something in the middle of the field. Tyler, do you have any more stats for us?
So far, it looks like this Anniston offense has ran 16 plays, only 64 yards. Not terrible, but Handley is doing a great job of holding them to as minimal yards as they can. Anniston's doing a great job of chewing the clock with over 8 minutes of time of possession, so Handley's really going to have to get a stop right here to get this ball back.
Stop right here indeed, as Malachi Taylor's going to go right up the gut here. And it's going to be a very good gain on first down. Going to bring them very close to that first down marker, as it was Jalen Cunningham in the backfield.
Excellent run right there by Cunningham. Just did a real good job of finding his lane, cutting it back, and just picking up the extra yardage.
Here we go. This Anniston offense, like you said, has used a lot of clock on their offensive possessions. And this Handley defense really is playing a pretty good game so far. Just one big run to Malachi Taylor has got them down 7-0. So we'll see if this defense can step it up here. And it's going to be up again. The ball's on the ground, and Sandlin's going to get right back on top of it. Looked like he was trying to give it to Malachi Taylor, and Taylor was not expecting that.
Was not expecting it indeed. Just was not on the same page with Sandlin. Anniston's real lucky that they were able to jump back on that football.
Jump back on that football indeed, because that would have been a big momentum shift for Handley. Jalen Cunningham is going to be in the backfield with Sandlin now, as he's going to be in the shotgun formation here on 3rd down and 6. So 3rd down and 6. It's a big spot here for this Handley defense. It's going to be a give. Cunningham's going to throw it back to Sandlin, and the ball is on the ground.
Just a low throw. Low throw.
Low throw indeed. As they're looking to do some trickery here, is going to throw it to Sandlin. And the way Sandlin reacted there, he looked to have had somebody open down the field. That was a very good play call there by Rico White. And they're going to discuss here if that ball hit the ground behind, if it was a forward pass or not. And I believe they are going to mark it as a forward pass. It's 4th down and 6. So we're going to see what Anniston decides to do here on 4th down. Looks to be a punt. So here we go. Sandlin, he's going to drop back a very good punt. Very high punt. Handley didn't even put nobody back there because they didn't know what was happening. as Anderson's going to pick that ball up. Ball's going to be down at about the 35-yard line.
Real excellent punt right there. Both these defenses are doing an excellent job so far of just being able to hold the offense, you know. Real great job. Both teams need to keep it up.
We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back in just a moment. We are WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sunny King Ford.
Benton Nissan of Oxford has a mission to sell high-quality vehicles and products at a quality price with unwavering commitment to their customers. If you have been searching for your next car, truck, van, or SUV, Benton Nissan of Oxford has you covered. With competitive prices, plenty of financing options, and one of the largest new and used inventories in the area, you are sure to find exactly what you've been looking for. Benton Nissan, located at 1834 U.S. Highway 78 in Oxford.
Your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sunny King Ford. That handoff went to Elijah Gross, and it went nowhere, actually lost yards. So it's going to be about 2nd down and 12. Let's watch this hit right here from this Anniston defense. What a tackle on the play by Jalen Cunningham.
Excellent tackle indeed. Real big hit right there to tackle Handley behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage, indeed. Kyles, he's going to drop back. He's looking to pass. He's looking. This defensive line is very good. What a pass to Elijah Gross. And it's going to be a very short game, but what a pass there by Kanan Kyles. And Elijah Gross was able to evade that tackle. And very short game, but it's going to make it 3rd down and manageable.
Excellent pass indeed. Did an excellent job of rolling out to his right side. Planted his feet. Delivered a great ball. Knew he was going to take the hit. You know, it's short yards, but it helps to go forwards and backwards.
You are 100% correct, as this Handley offensive line is struggling to contain this Anniston defensive line as they are getting to Kyles quickly and in a hurry. As Kyles is going to be in the shotgun formation with Gross. It's going to be a read option. The ball's on the ground, and Kyles picks it back up. He's looking, and the play is stopping. It looks to be when the ball was picked up, I believe he was on the ground.
I believe you are correct. Anniston just has done a great job when Handley runs that read option, just cannot stop it.
Watch that again. Elijah Gross goes to get the ball, and I'm not really sure why this play was stopped. As, I mean, I can see why it stopped there, but what a play. As it's going to be a punt for Handley. That was very confusing. As Handley's going to catch a break, really, because Kyles is going to be sacked very deep in his own territory. As he's going to punt this ball away. And it looks like this ball is going to hit the ground, take a Handley bounce, and it's going to be stopped at about the 28-yard line.
Kyles is real lucky that that play was blown dead indeed. This Anniston defense is just standing up right now. I don't think they've played this good to start the game all season long.
And our replays brought to you by Minton Homes. Minton Homes Center of Oxford is your one-stop shop for purchasing that new mobile home. They specialize in land clearing, septic install, and will make your next home buying experience a breeze. You can contact them at 256-835-0152 or visit their website at mintonhomecentral.com. You are 100% correct, Tyler. As Kyles was going to be sacked about 15 to 20 yards backwards, and he'd been punting that ball out of his own end zone. So very lucky the play was blown dead as Cameron Sandlin is coming back out on the field with his Anniston Bulldog offense. Sandlin going to do a rollout, and he's got a man down the field. And good pass from Sandlin, and he is going to get very good yards, also enough for an Evan Jackson for Alabama State House District 32. 1st down.
Excellent pass right there by Sandlin indeed. That offensive line did a real good job of just containing their blocks. The receiver got open right there and was able to come down with the ball. Excellent throw, excellent catch.
What a catch indeed from Malachi Taylor. As that 1st down sponsor tonight will be Evan Jackson for Alabama State House District 32. So make sure you give him that vote, as there's going to be a flag on the play, and it looks to be against Handley. So that is going to give Anniston very good yards here to start this 1st down. As
Definitely.
This is a very long penalty. It looked to be it had to have been a personal penalty against Handley.
Handley's got to do a better job at, I know in this situation you're not playing up to how you normally play. It just seems like nothing's going right, but you've just got to do a better job of just handling your emotions, and not giving up costly yards such as that right there.
Costly yards are penalties, and when you're playing a team as good as this Anniston Bulldogs team, they will make you pay for penalties, and we're going to see if they indeed do make them pay. So Sandlin going to throw this out, and he is met hard. Number 3, Tamarius Treadwell. The man is making up for his mistake earlier after a big hit there on Jalen Cunningham.
Excellent tackle indeed right there by Treadwell. Cunningham just had nowhere to go while that ball was being thrown to him. Treadwell snuffed the play out from the very beginning and blew it up. Excellent defensive possession right there.
And it looks like they're having some trouble with the clock here in the second quarter, as actually the scoreboard is messed up. So that is why we are stopping here. And what a set of plays drawn up here by Coach Rico White. We've seen a few laterals already, and we're only in the second quarter, as last week he had his playbook was wide open.
Wide open indeed. One thing that Coach White has done the last few weeks is just brought out all the trickery to just keep these teams on their heels, and it has worked for them for the most part. It's been able to keep the opposing defense on their toes, worked out really well for them, picked up real big chunks of yardage. So I'm real interested to see if Coach White keeps going with it, and pulls out any more trickery plays.
And looking back more here on this Anniston football team, Region 4 in 4A, they're 6-0, 3-0 in the region, and they've had a very tough stretch of games. And like I spoke on this earlier, 30-28 win against Piedmont last year. Piedmont, one of the marquee programs here in Alabama, and it was a big win for this Anniston Bulldog team. So Sandlin going to be in the backfield. He's going to bring Cunningham in motion. Going to be a give to Cunningham. Cunningham's looking to throw, and he is gobbled up, and he is sacked for a very big loss. What a play for this Handley defense. Looked like White was going to pull out some trickery there, and Cunningham was sacked very deep into the backfield by this Handley defense.
They did an excellent job right there of just snuffing that out. Knew what was coming. Did an excellent job of containing Cunningham and just keeping him from going anywhere with that football.
What a play there by this Handley defense. And this is going to set up third down and a very long ways for this Anniston Bulldog offense. Let's see if Cameron Sandlin can work his magic. He's going to throw a dart across the middle of the field, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage as the pass looked to be caught by number 3, Jalen Cunningham.
Excellent throw right there. Sandlin can do it all, and he has definitely done a better job towards the back half of this season of just being able to open up the passing game like that and really be able to put the ball on the money.
There was some laundry on the field as another flag was called, and it looks to be backing Anniston up. And it will be a holding on Anniston. So that's going to back them up. That'll be replay of third down. So third down and another very long ways to go, as we're going to see what Rico White decides to dial up here, as if he wants to just set up for a good punt or he wants to try for this first down. So we're going to see here. Sandlin, he's going to drop back. He's looking to pass. Sandlin, he's going to throw a deep ball down the field, and it is incomplete. Overshot his receiver by about 10 yards. Looked to be Jalen Cunningham, and also looked to be number 7, Jamarius Page, in coverage.
Definitely just put too much air on that ball. Real tough break. Handley definitely got lucky with that one. There again, more flags. Very, very costly right now.
Another flag is on the field, and by the way this Anniston offense is reacting, it looks to be against Handley. So, and it is indeed against Handley. So that's going to move them up a good many yards. It'll be a face mask on Handley. That's going to be 15 yards. And it went from third down and 43 to go to now it's going to be about 3rd down and 30. So Anniston's going to get another shot at this first down, and they've passed it on all 2 of their 3rd down attempts so far. So Sandlin is going to get his 3rd opportunity to get this first down. Sandlin is going to be in the gun. It's going to be a fake handoff. Sandlin, he's looking to throw. He's going to throw another bullet across the middle of the field, and that's going to be very close. And he's still on his feet. I couldn't see because of the tent. He's still on his feet. That's going to be a very good game for Anniston, as I don't even think that ball was being thrown in that direction of it looked to be number 9, Malachi Taylor. Let's watch this again, as Sandlin going to throw a bullet across the middle of the field, and it was a tipped ball and was able to be caught by Taylor. Look at that. What a play by Taylor.
Excellent awareness right there to just be able to corral and come down with that football, you know. Excellent awareness indeed.
So it's going to be 4th down, and Coach Rico White's going to call a timeout here. And we're going to take a quick break with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sonny King Ford.
Convert your old catalytic converter into cash. Right Way Auto Salvage in Munford will pay cash for your catalytic converter. We buy converters. With over 1 million parts in stock, Right Way Auto Salvage can take that old converter and turn it into cash. Take your old converter and turn it into cash. Right Way Auto Salvage, located in Munford, Alabama.
Don't just dream it. Call Family Savings Credit Union. Right now, get something you want for as low as 2.24% APR. You can even apply online or by phone. Family Savings Credit Union, where your money grows with you and your family.
Lott Mosby Stadium here in Anniston, Alabama, as the Anniston Bulldogs have got a big 4th down and 8 yards to go on the 31-yard line. Anniston is 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this game tonight, and we are 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go left here in the 2nd quarter before halftime. So Cameron Sandlin going to be in the gun on 4th down. Sandlin. Looks like Handley's going to bring some pressure. Sandlin's got some running room, and he's going to rush forward, and that is going to be, looks to be very close. The Handley defense is signaling he is short, and we're going to see in just a moment.
This right here was an excellent run right there by Sandlin. Real great awareness. I think he's going to be stopped just a yard short. Tough break for Handley. Real good awareness by Sandlin to see that open lane and try to fight for that first down.
Well, this Handley defense, and to be honest, if Cameron Sandlin wouldn't have tripped up right there, he probably would have got that first down. So here's the Handley offense, who have struggled mightily so far tonight, and we're only through 1 quarter. So Kyles will put Gross, and it looks to be a false start on Handley.
Definitely got to do a better job of cleaning up these penalties. That right there will be penalty number 5 for Handley so far in this first quarter, costing them a total of about 55 yards so far in this half. Definitely something they have to clean up going through the rest of this game.
They've got to clean it up because, like I said earlier, I've said it once, this Anniston team, offense and defense, will make you pay for penalties. As Kyle's going to put Gross in motion. Kyle's is going to keep this, and it's going to be a very good run for Kyle's right here, as Kyle's is going to get back and gain a few yards from the original line of scrimmage mark.
Excellent run indeed. That offensive line for Handley did an excellent job of just making their blocks. Kyle's got tripped up there after getting back to the line of scrimmage. Anniston's real lucky that they were able to tackle him.
So here we go. Kyle's with Gross in the backfield. Kyle's going to look to pass, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. Going to be a false start on Handley.
Penalties. Definitely are killing Handley right now.
You want to say undisciplined so far here in the first quarter and a half of football for Handley. And, you know, one thing that's really shocking me here is We haven't seen much of Jay Haynes so far in this ball game. Looks to me like he's lined up on the outside receiver. But we've seen a lot of Elijah Gross, and he's done a very good job so far. So Kyles, he's looking, he's getting pressured, he's rolling out, going to throw a bullet across the middle of the field, and it is incomplete. He was looking for Jamarcus Lewis on that play. It was just a little bit too far for Lewis as he was coming across on his route.
A little bit too far indeed. Put a little too much air on that ball. Couldn't corral it in. Lewis could not. This Handley offense is definitely struggling. They're just not playing to how they've been playing all season long, and I think Coach Strain is going to have to get this team turned around during halftime.
Look to be Cavante Johnson on the pressure here, and this Anniston defensive line has had their way so far here in the first quarter and a half of this ball game. So Kyle's on 3rd down and 14. He's looking to pass. Kyle's, he's getting pressured. He's going to move up in the pocket. He's looking to throw on the run. What a throw! And the pass is going to be batted down incomplete. It looked to be number 11, Devontae Higgins. Looked like he had it, but these Anniston corners once again make a big play.
Big play indeed. Kyles did a real excellent job right there of just being able to elude the pressure, move up in the pocket, throw a great ball, just could not come down with it.
Higgins was his target. And these Anniston cornerbacks, man, they are playing some very good ball so far. It looked to be Javon Thomas was the man deep who deflected that ball out of Higgins' hands. So Kyles is going to punt this ball away, and it's going to be a very high punt. Not going very far, going to take an Anniston bounce, and it's going to stop right at about the 45-yard line, and that's where Cameron Sandlin will set up shop here late in the second quarter.
Anniston's going to have real excellent field position to start this drive right here with 1:35 to go.
And once again, these replays that we are bringing you is brought to you by Downey Medical. Downey Medical has built their reputation by providing only excellent service and support to their customers. They offer a selection of quality healthcare products, and a knowledgeable, understanding staff is there waiting to assist you. Give them a call today at 256-238-8991. They are here to help you access the best in health products and accessories. So here we go. Cameron Sandlin going to be in the gun. 5 wide receivers. Sandlin, he's going to keep this one himself. We've seen this play a lot this year, and that's going to gain up about 4 yards for Anniston. And there's a flag on the play.
Real excellent pickup of about 4 yards. If this play stands for Anniston, got to clean up the penalties.
Looks to be signaling a face mask on Handley. Handley, these penalties are going to they're going to hurt in the long run. Let's just say that, because this Anniston offense is moving the ball down the field now on 3 yards. And going to bring up 2nd down, and he's going to be very close to that 1st down marker now after the penalty. So Sandlin going to line up in the backfield. Looks to have Cunningham back there with him. Sandlin, he's getting pressured. He's rolling. Sandlin's still on his feet. What a play so far. This ball's going to be thrown up and incomplete. Looked like there was a few receivers in the area, but there was nobody open.
Excellent way of just throwing that ball away right there by Sandlin. Did a real excellent job of being able to elude the pressure, moving out to be able to get that ball out of there. And these penalties have definitely cost Handley. With 1:17 left, you definitely don't want to give up any more yardage than you have to Anniston right now in Handley territory.
Looked to be a Marion Jones, number 19, was down there, the big tight end for the Anniston Bulldogs. As here we go, looks like going to be another wildcat formation for Anniston, and he's going to bounce this outside, and it's going to be well enough for an Evan Jackson for Alabama State House District 32, 1st down.
Excellent run right there. Just seeing that the defense wasn't on the right side of that field, bounced it outside right there. Real excellent way to pick up the yardage.
Once again, our 1st downs are brought to you by Evan Jackson for Alabama State House District 32. So Sandlin coming back on the field after the run by Malachi Taylor. Sandlin, he's going to loft this ball down the field. He's got a man, and it's up in the air, and it is incomplete. And they're going to throw a penalty flag, as it looks to be, to me, looks like it's going to be pass interference on Handley.
I do believe you are correct there, Dawson. Just a real costly penalty right here before halftime. Real excellent ball. Just you've got to be able to play the coverage better than that if you are Handley.
And that is going to push, once again, give Anniston very good yards as they are moving closer and closer to the red zone. And I don't think they've maybe gained 15 yards on this drive without these penalties.
I think you're correct. I think there has been 3 penalties on this drive thus far, and it's really helped Anniston move this ball down the field.
So here we go. Sandlin going to be in the backfield in the shotgun. Sandlin, he's looking to throw. Very good pocket. Sandlin going to fire a strike across the middle of the field, and another good play there for Anniston. They're moving closer and closer as there's 28 seconds. They're getting to the red zone, and they are in the red zone, and the red zone, the Winnetka Hendricks Country Financial red zone, I should say, as Anniston has now worked their way in. Sandlin going to fire another strike across the middle of the field. He's got a man. He's moving in. He's still on his feet, and looks to be very close. Touchdown, Anniston, as that is a Sonny King Ford touchdown for the Anniston Bulldogs.
Excellent play right there. Sandlin just did a real good job with the punt fake, getting it out to number 2, Thomas. Thomas making a guy miss, putting it in the end zone. This is exactly what they need if this stands to put them up by more points before half.
There was a penalty flag on the play, and the penalty looked to be declined. So it is a touchdown after the penalty was declined. There's 8 seconds left, and Anniston strikes here late in the second quarter. And this extra point will be brought to you by Harvey's on Noble, as Cameron Sandlin was your kicker on the last one, was able to make his last PAT attempt. We're going to see if he can be 2 for 2 here tonight. So here we go. Anniston looking to go up by 14 here right before halftime. And this is going to be big. So here we go. And the ball is down, and the kick is looked to be blocked by Handley. So the PAT is no good, and Anniston has got a 13-0 lead on the Handley Tigers here right before halftime.
Handley did an excellent job right there with their special teams of blocking that extra point. Handley's definitely just got to get something going right here coming out of half. Down 13-0. That last touchdown right there really hurts. You just definitely want to try to get something going to be able to put some more points on the board before you get into too deep of a hole.
A lot of fans have came out here for this ball game tonight. Some have speculated that this is going to be the best ball game of the year between the Handley Tigers and the Anniston Bulldogs here. And right now it sure lived up to the hype. A very low-scoring affair. And, Tyler, I'm willing to say that this ball game would still be 7-0 if it wasn't for penalties. This Handley defense and offense has just created too many penalties.
That I agree with. Like we were saying, I think they gave up 3 penalties right there on that drive. Handley did. Cost them about 30 yards on that drive alone. And that right there is just real costly. And penalties will kill you if you are not careful.
Not careful indeed, and Rico White sure was happy about those penalties because it is 13-0, and his Anniston Bulldogs have just scored again to give them that lead. So there's 8.3 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Is this just going to be a little squib kick, and Handley is going to fall on it at about the 45-yard line, and I'm very anxious to see what Coach Larry Strain does right here with very good field position after the squib kick. Does he try to loft one up to the end zone right here?
Lofting one up to the end zone definitely wouldn't be a bad choice for Coach Strain here. I think he might just kneel this ball and take it to halftime, and address their issues and how to be able to bounce back from this right here. But as you said, I'm real interested to see how he goes about this 7 seconds.
Well, we're in the shotgun as Kanan Kyles is going to drop back. He is looking to pass. His receivers are going down the field. He's getting pressured. He's making men miss. Kyle's still on his feet, and there's a penalty flag down. Blocking the back is what it's looking like. He's lofting it down the field, and it's going to be incomplete, but that is going to be a penalty, and the clock will wind down. And more than likely take this into the half, as it was a block in the back, deep into the backfield for Handley. And yes, they are indeed going to take this game into halftime, as your score at the half is 13-0. The Anniston Bulldogs are up on the Handley Tigers. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have some halftime highlights, and we will have more stats for you with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sunny King Ford.
On Season 5 of Fansville, college football is back, and it's total chaos.
The conference lines are being redrawn, and Fansville's being ripped apart.
And nothing
Sorry, Logan, you live in tech country now.
But I hate tech!
will ever be the same.
Schools are changing conferences! Players are changing schools!
What happened to tradition?
So hold on to your Dr. Pepper.
That's called an off tackle. That's where the running back runs.
I know what it is. Did you just fansplain me?
I'm sorry. I was out of bounds. That's where a player steps back.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Bill Stanford Automotive is dedicated to offering high-quality pre-owned vehicles to their customers. From the moment you walk through the door, they are committed to providing you with a great car buying experience. With their skilled staff and financing options, they'll help you get the vehicle you want at the great price you deserve. With many vehicle shopping options available, they differentiate themselves by understanding their local car buying community and satisfying its needs. That's Bill Stanford Automotive at 411 East Street North in Talladega.
Back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sunny King Ford, where the Anniston Bulldogs are leading the Handley Tigers here 13-0 at Lott Mosby Stadium in beautiful Anniston, Alabama. And right now, y'all are going to get a first-hand look here at the Handley Tiger Marching Band here tonight, as they are sure to put on a great performance, the greatest show on earth, and we're going to see it here in just a second.
Where was there?
What years were you there?
Up until this last year, so 4 years.
So you used to work with Coach Mustard. He did. Mustard.
They've had so many in and out coaches.
Okay. Yeah, take a breather, man. Oh, actually, right there, my brother coaching now.
Yeah. What's his name? Okay. Does he coach football? Good.
Coaching for a Hatch now.
Yeah.
Now you go to Well. That's what they wanted.
There's a special place where overtime gives way to family time, where fast pace becomes a little slower lifestyle. At Campers Unlimited, we can help get you there, where your lake house, beach house, or tailgate headquarters can have the same address. We carry the top brands in America like Grand Design and Forest River. With a large selection, we're sure to have a floor plan that fits your needs. So when you're ready to disconnect in order to reconnect, take the easy drive to Campers Unlimited on Interstate 59 in Gadsden or shop us online at campersunlimited.net.
Hi, I'm Sean from Right Way Auto Sales. Come see us on the Motor Mile. We have a huge inventory of cars, trucks, SUVs, and campers. Fifth wheel bumper pull. No credit needed. No credit check. You name it, we got it. Come see us at Right Way on the Motor Mile. 50 campers in stock, 50 cars and trucks, good credit, bad credit, no credit. You're approved. Come see us at Right Way Auto Sales. No credit needed. No credit check. Come see us at Right Way on the Motor Mile.
Just like that night.
I'm Jeff Burt. I'm the general manager down here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Anniston. I'm here to tell you whether you got good credit, bad credit, or no credit, we can get you done. We can get you taken care of. If you got good credit, we can get you 0% for up to 72 months. Everybody rides here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Anniston. And visit our service department. We've got a world-class service department. In 24 years, they're the best technicians I've ever worked with. We'll take care of your car, and if you ever come down here and you're not completely satisfied, see me. I'm Jeff Burt.
HMR of Alabama provides services for Alabama's state veterans' homes and is proud to serve the Colonel Robert Howard State Veterans Home in Pell City. With competitive pay and benefits, your career serving those who served our country can begin today. If you like to help people and enjoy new challenges, contact HMR of Alabama by logging on to hmrveteranservices.com and choose the Careers tab to find out how you can join the HMR team.
Welcome back in, and we are here now watching the Anniston High School Marching Band as the Handley Tiger Marching Band put on a very great performance, and I'm sure the Anniston Marching Band will do the same. Here you're watching the Anniston Bulldog High School Marching Band. back in, everybody. What a game we've had so far, Tyler. 13-0. We are here at halftime, and this Anniston Bulldog offense has put up very minimal yards, but they've been able to put 13 points on the board against this tough Handley defense.
That they have. I think they've only got 135 yards for the first half. You know, so not too many yards. Handley's done a real good job of stopping them overall, but penalties has killed Handley thus far, giving Anniston free yards to be able to score those 2 touchdowns.
They've been very, very undisciplined, and we've got some highlights here of the first half of action here for this game. As Jalen Cunningham started this game off, Malachi Taylor with a very big run here to start off for the Anniston Bulldogs. And here we go. We have Kanan Kyles for the Handley Tigers getting sacked there. Very good play for this Anniston defense, as Kyle's again going to throw this ball down the field and just right through Gross Sands. As here we go, Cameron Sandlin, another play here for this guy, as he's looked very good all night getting the ball to his receivers. And here was your second touchdown here for Anniston, as it looked to be number 3, Jalen Cunningham on the catch. And a very good game so far from Sandlin, as he has been very physical. And this Anniston defensive line really has been the talk of this ball game. They have gave Handley's offensive line fits. Kanan Kyles has been on the move the whole game. And what more can you say if you're Larry Strain? Your guys got to be disciplined. You've got to set your quarterback blocks, and you've got to give him a hole to throw the football in.
That you do. Handley has had 7 penalties for 7 yards during this first half. Their offense only has 17 total yards on 22 plays. Just can't get it together, drops, you know, just not playing as a team. There's a lot of confusion for this team, and I think Coach Strain just has to get his offense going, his team playing better. Haynes and Gross only have 9 yards, I think, total together, you know, so there's not really been much going on for this Handley offense.
And like you said, Coach Larry Strain has got to stress the discipline that this team has got to have. And also, like you said, we've not seen much of Jay Haynes. This guy broke a record 3 weeks ago against Jacksonville, and we have seen very minimal action out of him in the backfield. Elijah Gross has done great, but you have got to get your playmakers going here in the second half if you're wanting to come back from this deficit, because right now, 13-0, and Anniston's firing on all cylinders. They've got the crowd behind them here at Lott Mosby. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have second half action of the Anniston Bulldogs and the Handley Tigers. This is your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Sonny King Ford.
Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery in Oxford is the area's leading auto body shop, serving Anniston, Oxford, Talladega, and surrounding areas since 1996. They specialize in auto body repair and refinishing, paint correction, paintless dent repair, towing, and so much more. For all of your auto body needs, contact Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery at 256-835-1170. Also online at HughesPaintandBody.com.
Just my question, why you gotta pay more? No, come to M&M Auto Sales in Lincoln.
I've been in this location for 8 years, and we're growing up in this business because you guys support, and without you guys we cannot be here. And you could check us on the website m&m78.com. We provide over 125 cars in that website, and we have the muscle cars, we have the trucks, we have the gas savers. We're here till 7 o'clock every day. Poppy, Big Mo, Callie, and we're here for you.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Sonny King Ford. The Anniston Bulldogs currently hold a 13-0 lead over Larry Strain's Handley Tigers. And Tyler, like we was talking about right there in the little halftime show we had, this Handley Tigers team has got 7 penalties for 70 yards. And this has been a very, not a very good Larry Strain team we've seen so far throughout the year. As like I said earlier, they have beaten teams like Valley 22-20, very close ball game. St. James 48-35, another close game. 54-41 against Jacksonville. That's where Jay Haynes has his big game. White Plains 48-0. Central Clay County, Danny Horns Volunteers beat them 26-15, and then you beat a former state champion in the Lynette Panthers 37-0. And right now you're trailing to one of the top teams in the state 13-0 against the Anniston Bulldogs.
They just have not played up to how they've been playing all season long. They just can't get it going. I think Coach Strain during halftime there just needed to pump up his team, get them to play as a team, find their identity, and be able to come out of the second half and play as the team that we've seen Handley play as all season.
You're 100% correct there, Tyler. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we should have second half action here between the Anniston Bulldogs and the Handley Tigers here with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sonny King Ford.
Hello, I'm Taylor Sloan with the City of Oxford, with a word about one of our city's most precious resources, water. Clean water enriches our lives in so many ways, but we cannot afford to take it for granted. Remember, every time you pour something unnatural down the drain or in the environment, and every time you litter, our beautiful lakes and creeks suffer. Our city is beautiful. Let's all join together to keep it that way. Stop pollution where it starts, and help protect our waters for life.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Check out your local Auto Owners Insurance at the Parnell Insurance Agency at 400 Snow Street, Oxford, Alabama.
Oh, now you do your job.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sonny King Ford. Second half action here at Lott Mosby Stadium here in beautiful Anniston, Alabama, as the Anniston Bulldogs hold a 13-0 lead here over the Handley Tigers. So, Tyler, keys to success for Anniston in the second half. Go.
They just keep doing what they're doing, moving the football down the field, pick up the run game a little bit more. You know, overall, I think they're playing pretty well, just clean up the few penalties they've had.
Few penalties indeed, and keys to success for the Handley Tigers here in the second half.
Most importantly, penalties. You've got to clean up those penalties, get your offense going, get Hayes going, get Kyles going, get Lewis going for that Handley offense, and they should be in business.
In business is what they're going to have to be in here in the second half. 13-0, a lot of football left. We could see this game go either way so far here tonight. The fans have packed this place out. What a night for football. Very beautiful night. And we've got probably the best game in the state going on right here in Anniston, Alabama. So Cameron Sandlin, and look at that. There's the fans. This place is packed out on both sides. Handley really travels well, as you can see there. The whole stadium is filled. And Cameron Sandlin's getting ready to kick this football off, as very luckily, this Larry Strain Handley Tigers offense will get the ball first here. So Sandlin going to do a little squib kick going down the sidelines, and it's going to be picked up and bobbled by Handley. He's going to take this ball around the outside. He's got some space. He's got some blockers in front of him, and a very good return here for number 16, Jamarcus Daniel, for the Handley Tigers.
Excellent return indeed. Did a real good job of picking up that ball, bouncing it around to the left side, getting a real nice return right there to start this second half.
So here we go. We're going to see this Handley Tiger offense who is yet to get clicking. Elijah Gross going to be in the backfield with Kanan Kyles. And this Handley offense has got to find a way to stay disciplined and get some yards down the field to get in the end zone. So here we go. Kyle's going to hand it to Elijah Gross. Gross going right up the gut, and he's going to get a gain of about 3 yards.
Excellent pickup of 3 yards too. Just pounded it right there through the line of scrimmage. Did a real good job of picking up those yards.
Very good job there, as you don't have to run one play and get a touchdown. Just work your way down the field, and that will be good enough right now for this Handley offense. So Kyle's going to be under center, 2nd down and 7. And it looks like there's going to be a flag on the play. Looks to be offsides on Anniston.
That's big for Handley right here. Just helps them move that ball down the field. Anything helps them right now to try to get something going this second half.
You are 100% correct, as they need all they can get right now. 2nd down and 2. Going to move them very closer to that 1st down marker. Here we go. Kyle's going to roll out. He's looking to throw it. Kyle's is running backwards. He is very deep in his own territory, and that ball is going to be thrown incomplete. I think that may have been a little miscommunication by this Handley offense.
I believe so. Kyles just didn't have anywhere to go with the football. He did a real excellent job of just throwing that ball away, not taking any type of loss in yardage.
Very good job to throw that ball away, because you don't want to throw it into coverage. That's the worst thing you can do. And did a very good job just throwing it away. 3rd down and 2. This is a manageable 3rd down here. So Kyle's going to be under center. Very tight package. Gross in the backfield. He's going to give it to Gross. Gross going right up the gut. And Gross with a very good gain. And that's enough for an Evan Jackson 1st down.
Great pickup right there by Gross. That play design just really had Anniston on their toes with that running back in motion out the backfield there. Set up Gross to pick up the 1st down. Real excellent play.
So they're going to run the same formation again. Very weird formation here, as another very good handoff for Elijah Gross. He's going to get about 6 yards.
And this is exactly what Handley needs to do. Find plays that can get them 4 yards here, 5 yards there, just to keep moving the sticks. Definitely how you want to start this 2nd half.
4 yards every play, it's a 1st down if you equal it up, and that's what Handley's doing right here. So it's 1st down and 4, or 2nd down and 4 here on the 39-yard line. It's going to be another give to Gross, and Gross is going to be gobbled up there in the backfield.
And Anniston was not confused by that play at all. Number 18, Swain, did a real excellent job right there of just blowing that play up, taking Gross down at the line of scrimmage.
Grayshawn Swain with a very big tackle there. So it'd be a gain of nothing as it's 3rd down and 6 on the 40-yard line. So Kane and Kyle's 3rd down. This has been a very tough down for Handley so far tonight, as they're going to look to change that here. Kyle's, he's looking to throw. Going to be a slant pass, and it looks to be that number 11, Devontae Higgins, wasn't expecting that football.
He was not at all, and Handley has struggled thus far on 3rd down. That 3rd down right there made that 2 for 8 for Handley tonight, so they have struggled real badly when moving the sticks.
And they, that drive started off very promising. They've got into Anniston territory, and it's 4th down. So Handley will be punting this football away to Anniston. Kyle's a very good end-over-end punt. And this ball is going to bounce and take an Anniston bounce, as they're going to set up shop at about the, looks to be the 5-yard line, or about the 9-yard line, I should say.
That was a good punt by Kyles there to pin Anniston inside their own 10. Definitely want to try to have to make them march as much as the field as possible.
March the field is what Cameron Sandlin's going to have to do here, backed up in his own territory, as this is where your leaders have got to come into play for Handley. I mean, you've seen guys like Tamarius Treadwell had a drop in the 1st quarter, come back, make a big play. 2 plays later, Anniston punts. Guys like him is going to have to make a big play here. And here we go. It's going to be that wildcat formation we've seen many times tonight, and it is going nowhere. What a good play there from this Anniston, or this Handley defense, as another guy I like to talk about. Again, Tamarius Treadwell was in there on that tackle.
Excellent defensive play right there. And all it's going to take, Handley, is just one guy on the defensive side of the ball to just get that team fired up and get that team motivated to make plays like that and drive Anniston backwards.
So here we go. Sandlin is coming in back into the game here. He's going to have that 5 wide receiver set, backed up pretty much in his own end zone. Sandlin, it's going to be a design quarterback keeper. Sandlin going to bounce this outside, bounce off a few tacklers, and Sandlin is going to be dropped down. They're going to set up a 3rd down.
That was an excellent way to pick up some yards. Handley knew what was coming. Looked like they had it stopped. Just couldn't wrap up the initial tackle. Camelin able to get this down to a manageable 3rd down.
So 3rd down and 8. Ball is on the 9-yard line. This is a big 3rd down for this Handley defense. Sandlin is going to be, looks to be lining up in the gun. Going to have 5 wide receivers in the formation. Sandlin going to bring a man in motion. Looks to be Cunningham. Sandlin going to pull it back. He's going to run into his own lineman, and that looks to be a stop for Handley.
Excellent stop indeed, and this Handley defense has done excellent on 3rd down, only allowing Anniston to pick up 2 first downs out of 11 tries. So this defense is playing how they need to in the later downs. They've just got to tighten it up penalty-wise.
That tackle on the play was made by Elijah Williams for the Handley Tigers, and this is going to set up a punt situation for Anniston, and they're going to punt this ball away. Sandlin with a very good punt. It's going to be a fair catch at about the 50-yard line there for Jamarcus Lewis. So here we go is where Handley's going to have to get this ball moving down the football field, because they've only sustained maybe 2 good drives all game.
That indeed they have. They definitely have to get something going, get Haynes or Kyles to just fire up this offense. All it takes is that one guy to get something going and be able to put some points on the board. They got real excellent field position right here. Let's see if they can get it going.
Going to be a handoff to Elijah Gross. Gross is going to bounce this outside. Gross is still going down the field, and there's a penalty flag on the play. And there's a Anniston player's helmet has hit the ground, so I believe this might go against Handley just from that, and I think that's what it's going to. And it's going to be offensive holding.
Tough break. Definitely no way to argue that with his helmet coming off, you know. Makes penalty number 10 for Handley on the night. Definitely have to clean those up.
And it seems like that's an open book so far. Is just, we keep preaching penalties, but like we've said, we watched a lot of football in our time, and we know good and well penalties will hurt you. As you get farther and farther in the ball game, you let up 150 penalty yards, and they score on that one drive. You had 4 penalties, and it's a 7-0 ball game, and that's the final. Well, what killed you? The penalties. So Kanan Kyle's going to line up in the gun with Elijah Gross in the backfield again. First down and about 16 yards to go as Kyles is looking to pass. His pocket's collapsing. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught. Going to be caught. He's going down the sidelines. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Kanan Kyles to Jamarcus Lewis for a Sonny King Ford touchdown.
And that right there was a absolute great throw by Kyles, moving up in the pocket, not worried about the pressure. Throws a good ball. Lewis does an excellent job of just corralling that ball in, taking it to the house. This is exactly what Handley needed right now to put them on the board.
What a pass there by Kanan Kyles to Jamarcus Lewis as that puts Handley on the board. It's 13-6, and they are going to look to make this Harvey's on Noble extra point. So here we go. As the kick is going to be up, and it is good. So the Handley Tigers have struck. They're on the board. It's 13-7 with 6 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have more second half action of the Handley Tigers and the Anniston Bulldogs. The WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sonny King Ford.
You know, Tony, it's almost that time of year again.
Well, we already know the outcome. Roll Tide.
No, not that game. I'm talking about scoring the Game of the Week special at Sonny King Ford. Right now, save $500 on any 2023 special order at Sonny King Ford. Just mention the Game of the Week special.
Only at Sonny King Ford.
That's right, Sonny King Ford, on the sunny side of the street, Anniston, Oxford.
Now that's a catch.
Hey guys, my name is Thomas Shelton, aka the Alpha Man. I'm the proud presenting sponsor of High School Primetime with Buckethead and the King. When you think high school football, think High School Primetime. And when you think of insurance, think of me, Thomas Shelton at Alpha Insurance. I'm a proud sponsor of many of our local teams. I give out over $7,500 a year to our local teams in our community. As part of Alpha, we've been in the community giving back for over 100 years, and I'd love to be your agent next time you think of insurance. Thanks so much.
TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sunny King Ford. The Handley Tigers are on the board as it is 13-7, and that kickoff is going to go out of bounds, and that's going to give Anniston very good field position here to start this drive here on offense. Tyler, you had a very interesting stat to point out, and I'm sure the fans would like to hear it.
Penalties, like we've been saying all night, has killed Handley indeed. Anniston only has 134 yards of total offense thus far tonight, and roughly 90 to 95 of those yards have come from penalties against Handley. So real costly penalties. You know, if they could get those cleaned up, 90 yards is a lot. And you give 40 yards here and 40 yards there on a drive to the let-up touchdowns, you know, that can definitely change the game.
Change the game indeed, and not to mention those 90 yards are free yards, as like I said, penalties they don't happen. This Anniston offense really hasn't moved the ball if those penalties don't happen. So we're going to see if that defense can change it up here, as their offense has put them in a good spot here. So Sandlin, it's going to be a direct give. There's a flag in the backfield, 2 flags down, as he's going to make a move to the outside. He's going down the sidelines. What a play there by Anniston, but this play might be coming back.
I think this play is coming back indeed. Real excellent play, like you said. He secured the outside edge right there and took it for a good gain, but penalties yet again.
And it was a holding play indeed for Anniston. Looked to be on Rikez McKeldry. So Anniston as now had the penalty ball strike them, as they're going to back this play up due to a holding penalty. So 6 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the third quarter. 13-7 ball game. That's going to back Anniston up about 10 yards. So it's going to be first down and 20 for this Anniston offense.
This definitely helps Handley right here. You know, they was able to score on that last drive. All it takes is that one play, you know, and that touchdown that Handley scored could put some momentum on their side and be able to turn this ball game around for them.
Lord knows they needed the momentum, because they have been struggling. So here we go. Sandlin going to do another handoff here to the outside. He's got some space and a very good run there, and that's going to bring them within very good range of getting that first down after the loss of yardage. Number 9, Malachi Taylor on the carry.
And I like what Coach Rico White did there, going back to the same play yet again. And they picked up an excellent amount of yards off of it. Real excellent job of securing that outside edge.
Malachi Taylor has been a very good back for this Anniston Bulldogs team so far tonight. You've seen that big run he had in the first quarter. And that right there takes away your penalty yards, and you gain 2. So second down and 8 on the 47-yard line for the Anniston Bulldogs. So Cameron Sandlin, he's going to make another handoff. He's going to give it right up the middle, and this Handley defensive front got the best of that offensive line there.
Best of them indeed. They had that play snuffed out and did an excellent job of making a stand right there.
And it looks like there's another penalty flag on the play. And it's a false start on Anniston.
A lot of laundry on the field tonight.
Indeed there is, but like I was going to say before I noticed that penalty flag, Anniston's bringing in a lot of different personnel here in this game, as that looked to be Kyrie Patrick was in the backfield for that carry. And now they're going to bring back into the ball game Malachi Taylor, has been your #1 running back so far tonight, as Cameron Sandlin is going to look to get 13 yards back to get that first down after the holding or the false start penalty. So Sandlin, he's going to motion Taylor out of the backfield. Sandlin, he's getting pressured hard. Sandlin's still on his feet, rolling. He's going to throw a strike across the middle of the field, and there's nobody there. Incomplete. Looked like number 14, Jordan West, was in coverage.
Excellent way by Sandlin to keep the play alive and just roll out of the pocket there. Had a guy downfield, just overshot him there. Handley did a real good job in coverage back there, just containing Sandlin, not letting him burst off for any big plays.
Big plays indeed, and that pressure was coming off the outside there for Handley, as this defensive line for Handley is starting to wake up a little bit and get some pressure on Sandlin. So 3rd down and 13 for the Bulldogs. So here we go. Sandlin, he's going to drop back. He's looking to throw. Not much pressure, and they finally get to him. Sandlin is still looking to throw. He's going to loft one down the field. He's got a man, and the ball is caught. What a play. What a catch. And that's going to be enough for an Evan Jackson to 1st down. What a play there for Cameron Sandlin to loft that up to his big tight end.
Excellent play indeed. Sandlin did a real good job of just moving away from the pressure right here and just delivering that ball right where he needed to put it. There was good coverage right there to try to deflect that ball. He just couldn't get his hands on it. Excellent catch right there by the tight end.
Marion Jones there on coverage. And here we go. It's going to be a direct snap to Malachi Taylor. Malachi Taylor's going to bounce this outside. He's going to go right back up the middle, and he is going to work his way into the Wanika Hendricks County Country Financial red zone here for the Bulldogs.
That right there was a excellent play. He just did a great job of just taking his time, waiting for that hole to open up. Great way to pick up the yards.
And we're going to stay with Taylor again here as he's going to try to push forward, and he's going to be stopped about 4 yards short of the end zone. And once again, I'd like to say Wanika Hendricks Country Financial is our red zone sponsor. Let Wanika and the entire country team help you prepare for your future with insurance protection to achieve your financial goals. They are currently helping clients in Oxford, Alabama area. For more information, you can call 256-832-8779. And this carry is going to go back to Sandlin. He's going to be very short, or he's going to be about a yard short of that 1st down marker. Like I was saying, you can call 256-832-8779 or visit their office at 1709 D. Hillier Robinson Industrial Parkway South in Oxford. Wanika Hendricks Country Financial. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff to Malachi Taylor, and he's going to be very close to that end zone. They're going to have to make a call, and it looks to be a touchdown, or close to it. Not sure what to play. Rico White fist pumped. We're going to see it again.
Touchdown
and it is a touchdown indeed. So touchdown Bulldogs, as the Anniston Bulldogs have struck again here with a Sonny King forward touchdown here to make this score 19-7 with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. So we're going to see here on this Harvey's on Noble extra point here for the Anniston Bulldogs. Looks like they may be going for 2 here to make this a 21-7 ball game. And that is indeed what Coach Rico White's going to do. We've seen this formation all game, and it looks like Malachi Taylor's down on the sidelines praying for him, as hopefully he'll get better here. So Sandlin, he's going to keep it himself. He's going to look to go into the end zone. He has been stuffed, and it looks to be no good. I do not believe he got that. No, he did not.
Came up just short. That Handley defensive line right there just did a real good job in the trenches of not letting Sandlin get into the end zone. Great stand right there.
And that drive right there, looked like that Handley defense just got tired. I mean, they were on the field for a little while there early in the first 2 quarters, and that Anniston offense just winded that clock down there. And 3 minutes to go. That Handley's got to have a very good offensive possession right here to give that defense time some rest.
That indeed they do. Things were looking promising at the start of that drive with penalties pushing Anniston back, but Anniston just kept fighting, managed to get down the field. I think they took about 6 minutes off the clock right there on that drive, so I know that defense has got to be exhausted right now.
Exhausted is probably an understatement, to be honest, because they were on the field for a long time. And, you know, Anniston, not many passes were thrown besides the big pass to Marion Jones, and they just ran the ball effectively that drive. And now we're going to see this offense, who finally got on the board their last offensive possession, come back onto the field here in just a moment. So Cameron Sandlin will be your kicker. Going to look to pin Handley back in their own territory. So Sandlin, and the kick is off, and it's going to be another squib kick as it's going to be caught. Looks to be number 15 for Handley, Peyton Holiday. Holiday's going to carry this around, and it's going to be a very good return. Actually, that was number 16, Jamarcus Daniel, on the return. A very good return there. It's going to give Handley very good field position on about the 39-yard line.
Great return indeed, and Daniels has done a great job all night long with these returns, picking up excellent yardage every time he touches the football on kickoff.
So here's this Handley offense, like we've talked about all night. These guys have struggled, and they finally get on the board. And Kanan Kyles with a big touchdown pass. And here we go. Kanan Kyles going to be in the gun with Elijah Gross in the backfield. Kyles, he's going to hand it to Gross. Gross got a head of steam. He's going to the outside. And this Anniston defense corrals him right at about the line of scrimmage. Very good job by this Anniston defense. Looked to be number 3, Jalen Cunningham on the tackle.
Excellent tackle indeed. Looked like Gross may have a lane on the outside, and that defense just did an excellent job of just closing in on him and not letting him get any type of yardage.
Looked to be Jalen Curry also on that tackle for the Anniston Bulldogs. So Kanan Kyles in the gun. Gross is your running back. Gross going to get the handoff, and once again this Anniston defensive line has just been all over the field tonight.
All over the field indeed. They have been unstoppable tonight versus this Handley offense, and Handley just cannot get anything going. I think they only have 30 yards of rushing tonight as a team.
And Grayshawn Swain has been the guy on that defensive line all night, just causing pressure in that backfield. 3rd down and 6. Or 3rd down and 10 for the Handley Tigers. So Kanan Kyles, he's going to drop back. He's looking to pass. He's getting pressured again. Kyles is rolling out. He's going to loft this down the field, and he is way out of bounds.
Excellent catch, though.
Excellent catch indeed. He was just out of bounds. As Kyles looked like he was pressured again. And just look at the pressure that's getting here. The pocket is maybe open for 2 seconds, and then the pocket's just collapsing on him.
This Handley offensive line has definitely had their struggles tonight versus this big, stout Anniston D-line.
And their D-line has played very good tonight. So Kyles will punt this ball away for the Tigers. And it looks like that ball was tipped. It was tipped. The punt was blocked from Anniston, and that's going to give them very good field position.
Very good field position indeed. Anniston's been getting back there all night long on these punts, getting very, very close. Sooner or later, they were going to get one of those.
I almost mentioned it earlier that this Anniston special teams has been getting to Kyles back there, just haven't been able to get their hands on it. And that punt was tipped, and that's going to give Anniston very good field position on about the 49-yard line. So with 1:24 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, this game's been flying by as it's been a very close one here at Lott Mosby Stadium. So Cameron Sandlin is your quarterback in the gun. Malachi Taylor's going to get the handoff. Taylor going to bounce it outside, and a very good tackle there for the Handley Tigers. Look to be Neiman Askew on the tackle.
Very good tackle indeed right there. And this has been Handley most of the night. They'll have 1 or 2 really good stops, and then it just takes that one player, that one penalty, that really hurts them.
That's about the best way you can put it. 3 good plays, penalty. Or just something along the lines of that. So Sandlin's going to keep this one. He's going to bounce it to the outside, going to hurdle a man. There's a penalty flag on the play.
Real excellent run by Sandlin there. If this stands for Anniston, offensive line just did a real good job there and get a hold.
Spoke too soon, as it will be a holding on Anniston, so that's going to back them up. As this Anniston offensive line has been struggling on holding penalties all night as well. And there's a flag on the play again. Looks to be a sideline. It's going to be a sideline warning. More than likely, head coach Rico White is fired up on the sidelines.
Definitely got to do a better job with penalties. I think combined in this game, we've had about 16, 17 penalties. thus far.
Yes, and indeed it was a sideline warning on Anniston. So 3rd down coming up here for Anniston. Or 2nd down coming up for Anniston. The referee signaled 3rd down. It's going to be 2nd down for Anniston. It's going to be 2nd down and 18 on the 43-yard line. Cameron Sandlin and Malachi Taylor back there with him. Here we go, Sandlin. It's going to be a give to Taylor, and he is going nowhere again.
Excellent stand right there on defense. Just blew the play up before it even got going.
And this drive is pretty much been solidified so far off the 2 penalties because Anniston has not moved the ball in 2 plays. And the first play was a good play. It's just a holding penalty pushed that play back, and then this. So this is going to be the end of your 3rd quarter. As we're going to the 4th quarter here at Lott Mosby Stadium, your score 19-7. The Anniston Bulldogs are holding a lead over the Handley Tigers. We're going to take a quick break with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sonny King Ford.
Benton Nissan of Oxford has a mission to sell high-quality vehicles and products at a quality price with unwavering commitment to their customers. If you have been searching for your next car, truck, van, or SUV, Benton Nissan of Oxford has you covered. With competitive prices, plenty of financing options, and one of the largest new and used inventories in the area, you are sure to find exactly what you've been looking for. Benton Nissan, located at 1834 U.S. Highway 78 in Oxford.
The Advantage Plus roofing team offers commercial and residential roofing services. Their exceptional craftsmanship, high-quality materials, and knowledgeable staff will deliver superior results at affordable prices every time. Call your local Advantage Plus roofing office today at 256-375-9339 and find out why customers rate Advantage Plus roofing #1 in satisfaction. Estimates are always free and financing options are available. Upgrade your home with the best roofing company in Central Alabama.
Beautiful night at Lott Mosby Stadium here in beautiful Anniston, Alabama, as we've got a 4A Region 4 matchup here between the undefeated Handley Tigers and the undefeated Anniston Bulldogs. Tyler, one team's got to take a loss tonight, and right now the Anniston Bulldogs are 12 minutes away from being 7-0 here in 4A Region 4.
That they are. Me and you talked about it earlier before the game, how this Anniston defense and offense just have started games real slow, but this game has not been the case. They have started off hitting on all cylinders and just really had a hold over Handley all night tonight.
You are correct. Like I said, beautiful night. 62 degrees in Anniston tonight as Cameron Sandlin's going to roll back. He's going to launch this ball deep down the field, and it's caught. Oh, he's going to the 10-5 touchdown. What a play. The Anniston Bulldogs have struck again. A Sonny King Ford touchdown for the Anniston Bulldogs. What a catch and what a throw for the Anniston Bulldogs. Look to be number 2, Javon Thomas. Look at this again. Just a good catch and a good play, Javon Thomas.
You cannot get any better than that. There was good coverage there. The refs were letting them go at it. Thomas did a real excellent job of coming down with that ball, and that goes to prove how we were talking about earlier. 2 or 3 good plays for Handley. They were looking real good there on that 3rd and 18, and it just one play hurts them.
Going to be a Harvey's on Noble extra point attempt for the Anniston Bulldogs, as it is 25-7 with 11 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in this ball game, as Cameron Sandlin will look to kick this PAT and bring it to 26. So here we go. Snap is down and the kick is up, and it is good. So 26-7 with 11 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in this ball game. And what a play we just seen from Javon Thomas. What a catch.
What a catch indeed. Great coverage right there by Handley. They did an excellent job of letting the receiver in the corner there just battle for the ball. Thomas did an excellent job of going up for it, coming down with it, taking it to the house. Couldn't do it any better.
You're 100% correct, and our replays are brought to you by Downey Medical. Downey Medical has built their reputation by providing only excellent service and support to their customers. They offer a selection of quality health products, and a knowledgeable, understanding staff is there waiting to assist you. Give them a call today at 256-238-8991. They are here to help you access the best in health products and accessories. 256-238-8991. So here we go, the Handley Tiger offense coming back out on the field. And they just haven't got it going all night on offense so far. And if you're going to get your offense going, you've got 11 minutes and 44 seconds to get it going, because right now they are struggling.
Struggling indeed. They just can't get anything going. They've got 97 total yards of offense. And about, I'd say, 50 of those yards are off of penalties, you know, so they have just not been able to get anything going, stalling all night long.
Looks to be Tamarius Treadwell is back deep for the Handley Tigers, as Cameron Sandlin will be kicking this football off for Anniston. Like I said, very good 62 degrees here in Anniston, Alabama tonight. A beautiful night for football, as very good shots here by our cameramen. And this ball is going to be received here by Lewis, and Lewis is going to make a few men miss. Lewis is going down the sidelines. Jamerky Lewis with a very good return, and I'd say that's probably been about the only thing that's went very good for Handley so far is their special teams tonight.
You are 100% correct. They have been getting 20 to 30 yards on every single return. Their offense just cannot get anything going to make the best of it.
So now we're going to see Kanan Kyles is coming out on the field for Anniston, and coming out on the field for Handley, and we've got to see what he's made of right here. So Gross is in the backfield with Kyles. Kyles, he's going to snap it. He's looking to throw it. He's got a very good pocket here, and that pass is going to be incomplete.
Excellent throw right there by Kyles, just standing there in the pocket, taking the hit, getting the ball off. Just threw the ball a little too far outside, but overall he placed it about as good as he could to where only that receiver could get it. Lewis just could not come down with it.
And the pocket was good there to the very end when he was about to throw it. This Anniston defensive line is just having their way tonight with this Handley offensive line. And the clock is still rolling, so they're going to stop it until they get that clock fixed. So Tyler, like I've said, man, this Handley offensive line's played very good all year, and this Handley defensive line, this Anniston defensive line has just had their way tonight.
That they have. This defensive line has played some of the best football they've played all season, and this Handley offense just can't get it going. You know, hate to see it be this game right here.
So here we go, Kanan Kyles. He's going to drop back. It's going to be a little screen pass to Gross. Gross has got some space, and what a tackle there by this Anniston defense. What a play. Let's watch that again, as it was just a little dump-off pass to the outside to Elijah Gross. And Gross has got some space. He just had a shoestring tackle there to stop him. Looked to be number 8, William Lunsford, on the tackle.
Excellent shoestring tackle indeed. Great textbook way to make that tackle.
So here we go. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Handley Tigers. Kyles, he's going to drop back. He's looking. He's got a good pocket this time, as now he's having to roll out. Pocket collapse, and the ball's just going to be in the dirt. Was intended for number 14, Jordan West.
That's a tough break, too. We've seen Kyles have a good throw when he's on the run, and we've seen bad ones like that. You know, if this offensive line can just settle in and give him a little extra time, I think that would help Kyle settle in a little bit more.
He's got happy feet back there indeed, as he's just having to roll out of the pocket almost every single down and every single passing play, as now they're going to have to bring out the punt team, as Kyles is going to punt this ball away, and going to be a very good punt here, as Anderson's going to look to return this one. He's going down, and he's going to run out of bounds at about the 34-yard line.
And this Handley defense has done a good job thus far throughout the game, getting good stops to start these defensive drives. They've just got to be able to finish these defensive drives, and that's what they need to do on this drive right here.
So Cameron Sandlin going to come back out for Rico White's offense, and they have looked very good tonight. Aside of the penalties, they've looked very good. It's just their offense has had multiple big plays that sprung them towards the end zone. So here we go. Cameron Sandlin with Malachi Taylor in the backfield. Going to be a give to Taylor. He's going to make a spin move, and he is going to be gobbled up in the backfield.
They did an excellent job right there of just containing him and not letting him break out for any extra yards.
Any extra yards indeed for this Handley defensive line, as they've gotten in the backfield a few times tonight for this Handley defensive front. So here we go. Cameron Sandlin going to be in the backfield with Taylor again. As Sandlin, good snap, going to be a give to Taylor. Taylor's got some space to the outside, makes two men miss. He's still on his feet. A very good run there by Malachi Taylor after the loss of yards on the last play. Going to bring up a third and manageable.
And Taylor is very dangerous if you let him get any type of separation on you. That is an excellent way to corral him there at the end, but Taylor can be very explosive if he gets space.
So third down and short for this Handley offense. Going to bring in the jumbo set here. And I believe this might be a direct keeper for Cameron Sandlin. And it is indeed going to be it. He's going to bounce it to the outside. Cameron Sandlin's got some space. He's got it well enough for an Evan Jackson first down.
That right there was an excellent run by Sandlin, just bouncing it to the outside and fighting for that first down. Excellent play design.
Evan, excellent play indeed, and that first down brought to you by Evan Jackson for Alabama State House, District 32. Thank you, Evan Jackson. So here we go. This Anniston offense is chewing the clock again for this offense, as this 9 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. So when the play is going to be stopped, and it's going to be a timeout to Anniston. So Anniston going to take a timeout here, probably going to go over what they're going to do here on a new fresh set of downs.
And Anniston has, as you said, just been chewing clock all night long. They've chewed roughly 20 minutes off this clock all night long is the time of possession they've had. So they have done a real excellent job of maintaining the clock.
So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the rest of this ball game of your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sunny King Ford.
Convert your old catalytic converter into cash. Right Way Auto Salvage in Munford will pay cash for your catalytic converter. We buy converters. With over 1 million parts in stock, Right Way Auto Salvage can take that old converter and turn it into cash. Take your old converter and turn it into cash. Right Way Auto Salvage, located in Munford, Alabama.
Don't just dream it. Call Family Savings Credit Union. Right now, get something you want for as low as 2.24% APR. You can even apply online or by phone. Family Savings Credit Union, where your money grows with you and your family.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week here at Lott Mosby Stadium in Anniston, Alabama. So Cameron Sandlin will give this to Malachi Taylor. Malachi Taylor bounces this outside, almost lost the football. There is a very good tackle by number 13, Jakiri Horton, for this Handley defense.
Very good tackle there indeed by Horton, just corralling him and not letting him get any type of yardage off that play.
So we'll see this Anniston offense here on 2nd down and 14 after the loss of yardage. See if they can get that back here as Cameron Sandlin is going to be lining up in the gun here. Him and Malachi Taylor in the backfield. Few men are in motion. Sandlin, he's going to give it to Taylor. Taylor's going to bounce this. He's going to go right up the middle again, and he's going to gain that lost yardage back and get about 2 yards.
Excellent way to just tackle him, keep him contained for minimal yards, forcing this a 3rd down. Anniston's only 6 for 15 on 3rd downs tonight. Let's see if Handley can live to fight another down and force this to be a 4th down.
So 3rd down and 9. Here was able to get about a yard past the original marker line of scrimmage from the negative play from the play before. So Sandlin and Taylor in the backfield. Sandlin gonna pump. He's gonna look to throw it. He's rolling out. He's gonna look to throw deep on the run. He's got a man down the field, and it goes through his hands, incomplete. Coverage on the play was by number 3, Tamarius Treadwell.
That right there was an excellent throw by Sandlin to target Cunningham there. Just threw up a nice 50-50 jump ball. Handley did a real good job right there in coverage to just deflect that ball and not let Cunningham come down with it.
That was a good coverage there by Treadwell. Getting his hands up at the right time as he was looking for Jalen Cunningham. And Cunningham's been a big factor in this game so far. Got a lot of speed. So Cameron Sandlin here on 4th down and 9. Curious to see what head coach Rico White decides to do here.
They've been 50% on 4th down thus far tonight.
50% on 4th downs as Cameron Sandlin looks to be in punt formation. There he goes. So it's going to be a punt. Very good punt there from Cameron Sandlin. Going to push, and it's going to be a touchback.
Excellent punt. Just didn't get the right bounce that Sandlin was looking for. Helps Handley out, start off with some decent field position. They just got to get something going on offense.
And Handley has struggled on offense, and it starts with the offensive line. Kyles has had not a single bit of time to throw this football.
That he has not. And that's been the difference maker in this game, because as you've seen in some of those other big games that Handley's played that you mentioned earlier, their offensive line has played really well, and just tonight they've just let Anniston just outplay them.
So Kanan Kyles will be your quarterback. Gross in the backfield. Kyle's going to throw this in a very low ball that is caught by Tamarius Treadwell.
Great catch by Treadwell there too. Kyles threw the ball a little low. Treadwell able to come down with it, pick up a nice gain of 8 yards there.
So Kanan Kyles on about 2nd down and 3. With Gross in the backfield, Kyle's going to look to pass a designed rollout. Kyle's going to throw this across his body, and that ball could have been intercepted.
That it could have. He threw a nice sidearm ball right there, but it was just a little bit behind the receiver Higgins there. He's real lucky that that ball was not intercepted.
Roscoe Malloy was on the coverage. They're the big middle linebacker for this Bulldogs defense.
He's been all over the field tonight too.
He has. He has had a very good ball game for this Anniston defense. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3 yards to go for this Handley offense. Going to bring Lewis in motion. Kyles, he's looking to throw it, and there's a penalty flag down. Going to be a false start on Handley.
Tough break on that false start. We're getting some momentum on this drive, and this is going to back them up and make this a long 3rd down.
Very long 3rd down indeed. And Handley on 3rd down has been tough for them as well tonight, as they've really struggled to move the chains on 3rd down tonight as well.
That they have. They're only 2 for 10 on 3rd downs tonight.
And you can't have success with 2 for 10 on 3rd downs. That's just, it's just hard to have success on that. And there's going to be another false start on the play. Handley is hurting themselves.
That they are. They've got to do a better job of cleaning this up. You definitely don't want 2 false start penalties back to back like that.
No, you don't. And they are hurting their self tonight on penalties. 2 false starts. That's gonna make it 3rd and 13. Ball's on the 24-yard line. Kyles Gross in the backfield. Gross going to stay and block. Pocket's collapsed. Kyles is looking to throw. He's going to throw this ball down the field. There's 3 men there, and it's picked off. This Anniston defense comes up with a takeaway. He's going down the field. There's nobody in front of him. Got a few blockers. And a very good play to give Anniston the football back.
Excellent play indeed. The Kyles just has to roll out. Pocket collapsed. The last thing you want to do is just throw it into coverage down there, and there was 3 Anniston defenders down there.
Yeah, the worst thing you want to do is just throw the ball into coverage. He didn't get away with that one. And what a play there from this Anniston defense. Jaden Dobbins was on the play, and we are now in the Wanika Hendricks Country Financial red zone as the Anniston Bulldogs are looking to strike again.
Strike again, they are looking to do so. They have done an excellent job in the back half of this game of just playing with consistency.
Very consistent as Taylor and Sandlin in the backfield. Going to be a direct give to Taylor. He's going to reverse field. He's going to reverse it again and go right back up the middle, and he's still on his feet. What a run for Malachi Taylor.
Excellent run right there, too. Looked like he was going to be taken down for maybe 1 or a 2 yard gain, and he managed to turn it into an 8 or a 9 yard gain. Excellent way to just keep the play alive.
Keep the play alive indeed was Malachi Taylor, and looks to be a timeout on the field. So 6 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the game, and we are in the red zone. And this red zone is brought to you by Wanika Hendricks for Country Financial. Let Wanika and their entire Country Financial team help you prepare for your future with insurance protection to achieve your financial goals. They are currently helping clients in the Oxford, Alabama area. For more information, you can call 256-832-8779 or visit their office at 1709 D. Hillier Robinson Industrial Parkway South in Oxford. So, Tyler, the talk of the game so far has been Cameron Sandlin and penalties, really and truthfully. And what do you have to say right now about just the undisciplined ball we've seen from Handley?
That has definitely killed them tonight. You know, having as many penalties as they've had, I think it's been 10 for 100 yards thus far in this game. Just really hurts you. They haven't been able to get Haynes going. They haven't been able to get Kyles going. And it's been because of those penalties. And same for defense. Their defense has played overall really well, but penalties have hurt them in the most crucial points when they needed to get off the field.
Anniston in the Wanika Hendricks Country Financial red zone, as it's going to be a direct give to Malachi Taylor. Malachi Taylor's going to bounce this, and it's going to be a touchdown, Bulldogs. Malachi Taylor again, as the Anniston Bulldogs have scored another. That's a Sonny King Ford touchdown. And Anniston is starting to pull away with this one.
That they are. That right there was a excellent run. It just looked like that Handley defense just was not ready for that play. Anniston took full advantage of that one and punched it in.
That they did indeed, as we are out here for a Harvey's on Noble extra point. 32-7 is your score with 6 minutes and 29 seconds to go, as Cameron Sandlin looking to kick this football for a PAT. So here we go. The kick is up, and it is no good. So it is 32-7 with 6 minutes and 29 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sonny King Ford.
You know, Tony, it's almost that time of year again.
Well, we already know the outcome. Roll Tide.
No, not that game. I'm talking about scoring the Game of the Week special at Sonny King Ford. Right now, save $500 on any 2023 special order at Sonny King Ford. Just mention the Game of the Week special.
Only at Sonny King Ford.
That's right, Sonny King Ford, on the sunny side of the street, Anniston, Oxford.
Now that's a catch.
Hey guys, my name is Thomas Shelton, aka the Alpha Man. I'm the proud presenting sponsor of High School Primetime with Buckethead and the King. When you think high school football, think High School Primetime. And when you think of insurance, think of me, Thomas Shelton at Alpha Insurance. I'm a proud sponsor of many of our local teams. I give out over $7,500 a year to our local teams in our community. As part of Alpha, we've been in the community giving back for over 100 years, and I'd love to be your agent next time you think of insurance. Thanks so much.
WEAC Game of the Week presented by Sunny King Ford here at Lott Mosby Stadium here in beautiful Anniston, Alabama. And Tyler, it's been all Anniston tonight.
That it has. Handley just has not been able to find their identity tonight, and it's really hurt them.
Really hurt them indeed, as Cameron Sandlin's kick is going to go a low kick, as it is going to be returned by Elijah Gross. And they're going to get good field position like they have all night on the kickoff. And we're going to see this Handley offense, see if they can find some success here late in the fourth quarter.
Success is definitely what they need to be searching for. They just have not been able to get anything going on offense. They'll have a couple drives move forward, then a couple move back, and they've just kind of been, their offense and defense both has just kind of been stale tonight.
Stale is a good word, as this offense, we've seen them put up big numbers all year, and they are struggling here tonight. So Kanan Kyles and Elijah Gross in the backfield. It is going to be a keeper for Kyles. He's looking to throw it, and he had a man in the area, looked to be number one, Jamarque Lewis, as there's going to be a penalty flag on the play.
Hopefully this penalty is going against Anniston to help move this Handley offense. Definitely don't want to move backwards here if you're Handley.
And it looks to be an ineligible receiver down the field for Handley, so that's going to back him up.
That indeed it is, and that's definitely not the way you want to be going. It's just, it seemed like all game really Handley has just went backwards, and they haven't really been able to move forwards any.
And you've seen this Anniston crowd is still in this ball game, as the Handley crowd has started to dwindle down a little bit, as their guys are not playing up to their potential tonight. As with 6 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in this ball game, anything can happen. So we'll see right here, Kanan Kyles. He's going to roll out. It's going to be a pass to number 5, Amaja Williams. And Williams is going down the sidelines, and a very good play there. Looks to be very close to that first down marker.
Excellent play design indeed. They should have pulled that one out a few drives ago. Really had that Anniston defense on their heels. Great way to pick up the first down.
As it indeed was an Evan Jackson for State House first down. So Handley offense starting to move the football a little bit here, as it is first down for Handley. So Kyles has got him a new running back in the backfield, Jamarcus Page. Page is going to be blocking, and Kanan Kyles is going down, and that might be a penalty flag.
Definitely could argue that could have been a possible intentional grounding for sure, but I think they're just going to let that one rest where it is.
Probably a good thing, as Kanan Kyles was pressured hard on that play, like he has all night. I mean, he has just not been, he has been getting pounded all night. And they are going to enforce that. That is going to be, they're going to back them up a long ways.
I think they're saying that he may have fumbled it instead.
Well, that's going to back them up. It's second down and a long ways, third down and a long ways to go for Handley. And I believe they did call that a grounding. So third down and 30 on the 48-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Page, and Page has found a little hole there and going to gain pretty good yards, but it's third down and 30.
Tough break for Handley. As I said earlier, take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back has seemed to be the struggles for Handley tonight. I think if you're Coach Strain, you just try to chew off what little bit of clock you can right here before you punt this ball away and just try to hold Anniston from putting any more points on the board.
Not a bad idea at all, as there's 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in this football game, and it is going to be a punt here as Kyles will punt it away. And that punt could have been blocked again as he got back there on it. The ball's going to bounce, and it's going to take a very good Handley bounce down to about the 17-yard line. So Anderson's going to be back in their own territory here with 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
That was an excellent punt indeed, as we've been talking about all night. Anderson's done a real great job of getting back there to Kyles, you know, and they had that one blocked punt earlier. They've done a really good job of just pressuring Kyles all night long on everything.
Our replays have been also brought to you by Minton Home Center of Oxford, is your one-stop shop for purchasing that new mobile home. They specialize in land clearing, septic install, and will make your next home buying experience a breeze. You can contact them at 256-835-0152 or visit their website at mintonhomecentral.com. So here we go. Anderson's got the football, and it was a handoff to number 21, Elijah Allen, as Anderson's going to look to run this clock down.
That they are. I think they're just going to run at a slow pace, just chew off as much clock as they can, as they've been doing all night long. No reason to get in a hurry right here.
As Cameron Sandlin's going to be in the gun, looks to be Malachi Taylor in the backfield. As Cameron Sandlin is going to hand this off to Malachi Taylor. Malachi Taylor still on his feet. Very good coverage there for this Handley defensive front.
Great coverage indeed.
So here we go. The clock is slowly ticking away. 4 minutes, about 4 minutes to go here in this ball game for Anniston. As Cameron Sandlin going to be in the gun. 3rd down and 4. As Sandlin taking his time. And here we go. Sandlin has got Taylor in the backfield. Taylor's going to get it. He's going to find a crease, and he is going to have well enough for an Evan Jackson for State House first down.
Anniston's doing a real amazing job at just moving the ball, picking up the first down, chewing the clock. You know, and this is a big win for them tonight, to be able to beat such a good Handley team. It's huge for Anniston, you know, and Handley doesn't need to let it get to him. You know, every team's subject to have a bad night. You know, they just need to put this game behind them, find their identity, and continue to play how they've been playing for the season so far, and they'll be all right for the season.
Well, this is a Larry Strain coached ball team, and you know they're not going to let one bad game get to them, as Coach Strain has put together many good years, a few state championships, and they're definitely not going to let this one game get to them, as they've got some big weeks coming ahead, as they got Talladega next week, and Anniston is on a bye. So Anniston got another week to fine-tune everything before they've got some more big region games coming on the line, as 2 minutes and 32 seconds to go here in this football game, and Anniston is going to be one of the only team in the region to be undefeated in region play so far, and they're going to move to a solid 7-0 record.
That they are, and they deserve it.
Deserve it indeed, as they played a very good football game here tonight, as Handley, just you can tell, man, these guys are just not in it. And truthfully, if it wasn't for the penalties, I think they would be more in it.
I do believe you are correct there. It's hard to come back from 11 penalties.
Do you have the stat on that still? On how many yards they gave up due to penalties?
Let's see, so I could be more accurate. It looks like they have had 12 penalties for about 115 yards tonight.
That is insane. That is a tough stat.
That it is. But Anniston as well. Anniston's had 9 penalties for 70 yards too.
That's crazy.
Both teams with a combined of 21 penalties for tonight.
21 penalties by both teams, and if you look at it like that, I mean, this Anniston side has just got the better hand, really, and just bigger plays. I mean, at one point they only had like 116 yards of offense, and they were up 14-0. And that ball is going to be punted away, going to be tipped away by Jamerky Lewis, who's been very good on the special teams side tonight, and that's probably the best this Anniston special teams has done of stopping Lewis. So Handley's going to get the ball with 50 seconds to go. But this game is about as good as gone, as the Anniston Bulldogs are going to be looking to move to 7-0 here in 50 seconds.
That they are. And it's been simple plays, like the two crucial dropped passes that Handley has had tonight, that one could have given them a touchdown and the other one could have set them up for some real good field position, you know, and they've done a good job of pushing Anniston to third downs, but then they'll have one of those costly penalties that moves them down the field. So it's been the small things for them that's really shot them in the foot.
So here we go to be a handoff to Jay Haynes, who we have not, or actually it's going to be Page. And that's going to be enough for an Evan Jackson for State House first down. He's still on his feet. What a run there by Page.
What a run indeed. He just kept fighting for yards right there. Found his hole, made a few cuts, and just kept moving those feet. And they just couldn't take him down.
Couldn't take him out indeed, as there's 24 seconds left. As Handley's just going to look to run this ball again and probably not look to score here, as it's going to be another give to Page, and Page is going to be going again. That's going to be enough for another Evan Jackson for State House first down.
Real explosive run right there of just picking up the yards, being able to move the chains.
So there's 10 seconds left, 8 seconds. As it looks like it's going to be another run play for Handley if the clock doesn't run out. And the clock is going to hit 0, as the Anniston Bulldogs have moved to 7-0 after defeating the Handley Tigers here tonight, 32-7. What a win for this Anniston Bulldog team.
What a win indeed. They fully deserved it. Played one of the best games they've played all season long. And this shows you why they're 7-0 right now.
What a game we witnessed here at Lott Mosby Stadium here tonight. Probably going to be one of the best games in the state if you look back as overall record and just see what everything happened. So we got some quick highlights here of this ball game here tonight that we just witnessed here at Lott Mosby Stadium. Cameron Sandlin to Malachi Taylor to start this game off. Malachi Taylor with a big game and a big rushing touchdown there. So Sandlin again, he's going to throw this one. It's going to be a big catch there for Javon Thomas for another touchdown. And this is going to be a direct handoff. Malachi Taylor again gets in the end zone. Cameron Sandlin, and this is a play right here. Look at this. Cameron Sandlin, probably the play of the game, to Javon Thomas. What a play, as Anniston just ran away with this ball game. Malachi Taylor again for another touchdown. Thank you all for watching the WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Sonny King Ford. Anniston 32, Handley 7. Tune in next week. Thank you all. Have a safe drive home. Have a blessed night. Thank you.
East Alabama's firearm headquarters is located right here in Gadsden, Alabama. For hunting, hobby, or personal protection, stop by B&B Pawn to browse their enormous selection of shotguns, rifles, and pistols in all of the major brands and models. B&B Pawn also showcases some of the finest jewelry in town to fit that special occasion. And while you're there, don't forget to check out their large inventory on instruments, electronics, and sports memorabilia. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, B&B Pawn has something for everyone.
Right Way Auto is offering cash on the spot for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Our inventory is low, and to turn that around, we are buying pre-owned vehicles in good shape. Visit our 2 locations today on the Motor Mile in Anniston or Highway 21 in Mumford. We will buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Right Way Auto is offering cash on the spot for cars, trucks, and SUVs. cash on the spot today for your vehicle at Right Way Auto Sales in Anniston and Munford.
Maybe that's not what he's talking about, but that's how I feel when why can't they get it together? Not that they poor governance or anything like that, but I think people expect more out of them with the supermajorities that we have.
Well, again, think about all the different personalities, all the different, they're representing so many different voters, and bringing that all together is not an easy job.
I agree.
Even if that is your top priority, and I'm not saying it is for every legislator there, but it is a difficult job.
Well, look, Alabama Republicans benefit from the same thing that hurts Alabama Democrats, national politics. I mean, they really do. They benefit from. I mean, they're conservative. You get an R next to your name. Once you get through your primary, you're going to be able to. I mean, that's just the way it is. On the Democratic side, the only way you're going to win is if Roy Moore appears and runs in all these races. That's the only way it's going to happen. All right, let's move on. That's my Joe Biden impression. No, that's really what it is. Is he still around? Does he know what he's doing? Is he competent? It really doesn't appear that way. Over the last week, we've seen two pretty big moments for Joe Biden where he kind of looked like he was completely lost, asking for a recently deceased Republican congresswoman. Where's she at? Where's Jackie? She's dead. She died in a car crash. Very sad. And then, while talking to people about the hurricane, he just wandered off the podium. And his FEMA director behind him was like, hey, where are you going? There's an issue here. Okay, there's a cognitive issue here. And I haven't seen 25th Amendment now trending on Twitter anytime soon or anything like this. That's what it's actually for if the president is incapable of leading. I think they like him as a husk. I mean, I think they do. I think that's put some words on a page, hope he reads them okay, and then move on.
I would say, especially the first instance that you mentioned with the representative who had passed, the congresswoman who passed away, that was extremely painful. I mean, I could just imagine the family and everything. That was very, very hard to watch.
Well,
also, considering they did issue an official statement from the president, on her passing and things like that. The White House's defense of it was, well, she was obviously at the top of his mind and what he was thinking about.
It was bad. The defense was bad. You would think that Karine Jean-Pierre might be cognitively impaired if she's going to try to make those arguments. If you watch the actual before and after of that moment you're speaking about with the Indiana congresswoman, the late Indiana congresswoman, he's just reading the lines off the page and he's just speaking like this. And it just, he's there, but he's not there. And he's the leader of the free world. I mean, I know they're going to say, like, we didn't hit that pipeline in the Baltic. Tell Biden you did. He'll know. Just say whatever you say, whatever. It just, when you have someone who's like that at the top, and I joked about that issue, but what if he went out in front of the press and was like, you guys see us take out that pipeline?
No, there are concerns, obviously. I mean, everybody has a bad day. Things slip everyone's mind, but obviously this has raised some concerns. Again.
Yeah, it keeps coming up. All right, let's talk about something else that's raising concern. Gas price. I talk about that. The natural gas pipeline doesn't really have much to do with this, but energy is a big issue around the globe. John Kerry said, don't worry about it, just get an electric vehicle. What's Europe's concerns? Just get an electric vehicle. I mean, that's going to solve the whole thing because it just generates electricity out of thin air. It doesn't hook up to a power grid or something like that. Forget about that. Let's talk about gas prices here for a second. Different states have seen big hikes, huge hikes in the West. You're starting to see it kind of trickle its way over here. There are concerns here. We are heading back